so cool, Brewster.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
You lied and I died!
I'm feeling rosy, yeah.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
How's it hanging, Phil?
From the front time,
Come and get it! So either put the gun down now, or kiss your ass goodbye. Let's get this party started.
I agree, Dana. Let's get this party started for the first time in what feels like forever. Welcome back to Sledgehammer Horror, guys. I am Ken Sledge.
And I'm Ashley Sledge.
And let's talk horror. So before we actually get started, we wanted to come out and say, obviously this was supposed to happen a couple weeks ago. We didn't get deep into details on social media or anything why it didn't happen. But our son is a sophomore. He is playing varsity football, which is a huge deal in our town for one of the underclassmen to be playing on varsity. We had some really, really bad weather here in Michigan, and the day that we were supposed to do it, the game got pushed back until 9 o'clock, and we couldn't miss his game. So that's why we had to do a postponement. And luckily, we have friends that are amazing enough to understand how important family is to us.
Yeah.
So they were willing to push back until the day of labor. So
yeah, thank you guys.
Yes, it means a lot to us. Yeah, it comes out weirder when you say the day of labor. So it's been a while, but we have the amazing, beautiful women from the Double Feature podcast, Mika and Kira.
I know we've been MIA for a minute, for a while.
Yeah, I know it's been a minute.
So for the people that don't know you guys, what do you guys do over there?
Oh, you want to do it? You do it. You do the spiel. Oh, really?
So what they do is they argue over who does what. That's what they do.
Yeah. So yes, we run a Double Feature podcast, and you guys, we will actually be back this month. This month, you guys, and of course we'll be back in full throttle for spooky season. Yeah. But we review, well, not necessarily review. We talk about all things like film and TV and tea.
That's awesome, and I can't wait to see what you guys have cooking up for us for spooky season.
Oh,
and as always, do you have any reviews or anything that you already have planned for spooky season?
Oh yeah, well we have some fun segments planned. So we have our account. We narrowed down the films we want to watch of October. Yep. I was solid on that, and then we narrowed down like the segments. We have some cool segments that we'll introduce to you guys that you can expect for October, which will be fun.
Yeah, some live streams.
And some live streams.
Can't wait.
Awesome.
Cannot wait to see what you guys have cooking up for us. It's going to be a great time. And we also have the always amazing Dice Rollen. Dice, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. Waiting for someone to die.
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. I was out mowing the lawn the other day like, this is stupid.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really hot
torture.
This week too, like in the hundreds. So
I know.
Oh,
so hot today too.
Oh my gosh, it's baking in Massachusetts, I must say.
I know. I'm ready for cool weather, sweatshirts.
Oh, me too.
Bring on
fall.
Yeah,
can't wait.
Apple cider. I'm not a pumpkin. I can't even speak.
Pumpkin
I'm
spice.
not a
I don't like pumpkin spice. I'm more of like apple cider.
Oh yeah, apple
like
cider.
Apple cider, yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, apple picking, you guys. Oh, I love
Yes, going to the orchard soon.
Yes.
So, and if you are not already, we do have their links in the description. So make sure that you are following and subscribing to Dice and the Double Feature podcast to stay up to date on everything they have coming up. So are you going to do you have anything coming up for spooky season you can tell us about, Dice?
Of course. My God, we planned since last year, dog. I finally decided. What I usually do, of course, is like some sort of mishmash of Halloween-oriented movies. Not always horror. Sometimes we cover some, like, kid films.
Yeah.
But, more specifically this year, I figure it's about time that I cover something that is synonymous with the holiday. So I'm going to be doing my very best to cover as much of the Halloween franchise as humanly possible.
Nice.
We'll see how it turns out.
I know. Oh, I'm excited about that.
Good luck. Hope you don't fall asleep while watching.
I love
You're
I was hating on Halloween.
Well, I don't know. Some of the films, I think I understand, Ken. Some of the films and
Yeah.
the one that
Well-
likes Jason Goes to Hell. Please.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Once we
Don't-
get to
you
my
can't-
my
you
ranking,
can't
it'll
touch
not it'll not turn out well, I'm sure.
You can get through it though.
Right. Well, before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get to the chat real quick. What's up, Adrian? Tatum. Congratulations. Tatum has some amazing things going on in her personal life, so congratulations to you, Tatum.
Awesome.
It does seem like it's so long. We are okay, like I said. It was nothing health or our son is so important to us, so we didn't want to not be there. But thank you, Charles.
Right.
John, J Dev,
Hey,
gosh, missed all you guys.
Yeah.
So yes, obviously Tatum doing the Lord's work. She has put your guys' links in the chat as well. So all you guys gotta do is click the chat, go subscribe and follow
Thank
them.
you, Tatum.
Yes. What's up, Nathan?
Hey, Nathan.
Shaim is here.
Hi.
Oh my gosh. Now it's quadruple the beautiful.
I know.
Happy Labor Day, Danielle. Happy Labor Day to everybody.
Happy Labor Day.
And one last thing, David is here. What's up, buddy?
Hey, David.
We are enjoying our Labor Day. We cooked out earlier. The grill master went out.
The imposter. You can't be a grill master when you're asking me when the vegetables are going to be done. Like,
Look at that.
Shouldn't the grill master know that?
I'm asking you.
Just saying.
If you follow Sledgehammer Horror on Instagram, you'll understand this argument right now.
He thinks he's the grill master, and he isn't.
No think. How were those brats earlier?
They were good because of my
They were
vegetables.
good because of the grill.
Vegetables. Yes.
Hey, Jared, what's going on, buddy? Thank you for stopping out.
Hey, Jared.
We've been looking forward to hanging out with you guys. Lab Horror Day. I'll take
Yeah.
it. I will
Did
take
we
it.
have any labor horror movies?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Ending
of I think
okay,
the
like labor, like giving labor.
I was gonna say the ending of Bride of Chucky is kind of a labor horror.
Do you
scene.
remember in The Fly? And she gives labor to that damn
Oh yeah. No
Oh.
thanks.
It's a
nasty.
loophole.
Yeah,
No thanks.
that's
What's up, Tyrone? How you doing, buddy? Yes, Kenny is killing it. So proud of him. For those of you who don't know, my son is also Kenny. What's going on, Matt?
Hey, Matt.
That's when I became Ken. Was when my son was born. I was always Kenny until my son was born. What's up, Michael?
Hey.
All right, guys. So we are super stoked to have you guys. One last thing I wanted to talk about. Oh, hey, Ashley did an awesome review on that.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it enough to go and watch it again. Oh, so we're doing this shit already, J-Dev. We're already here, huh? It started already. Love you, buddy.
He secretly loves that movie.
Oh, what's up, Gory? Yeah, us too. We've been longing for the cool weather.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
some
Please bring it on.
Yes. Happy birthday to your mom, Tatum.
Happy birthday, Tatum's mom. I agree.
It's not even the greatest horror franchise, let alone franchise. Back to the Future exists, my friend.
Yeah,
like
so
that
does
movie.
the Back to the Future Western.
Stop.
That's
Stop.
horrible. That's
It's not horrible, but
It's horrible.
Not,
It's not great.
no. Sean, I'm gonna stop you there because I feel like Resurrection is in the top half of that franchise.
Yeah, I love Resurrection.
Oh my
I
god, it's
do.
Resurrection.
Yeah, I love it.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Oh my god, so funny.
Welcome to Danger Taint.
Entertainment.
What's up, Laren?
Hey, Larry.
Hey,
Fun.
Jake. What's up, buddy?
Hello.
Happy Labor Day, my friend. I hope you had a perfect day. I love it when our real life friends stop by, not just our
I love
internet
it.
friends. Which no, you guys mean just as much to us. Like,
Wow.
Correct that kid. I got what you meant, kid.
You
Stop,
may be states
stop.
away, sir, but I
Thanks.
felt that physically.
Oh yeah, like,
I know that
Okay.
made me sound like the biggest dick in the world. I know it. But I didn't mean it like that.
The instant
Um,
regret.
To be honest with you, you guys are better friends with us than 90% of the people we know. So
oh.
if that makes it, and that goes for everybody in the chat
you
too.
just keep like digging yourself a bigger hole.
No, like these people mean the
Just-
world to us.
Just stop.
Whether it's the
Oh.
chat. or
11
family, you
minutes
guys mean
in,
everything.
people, keep watching.
Yep, I
Hey,
know.
Peyton.
The chat has gone down to 0. It's just a middle finger. What the
Oh
hell?
my God, it's dropping like flies.
Cat has no friends, internet or real.
All right, guys. So one last thing we did want to talk about before we actually get into our list. We never promote the member thing. That's not something that we do because that's why we never ask for super chats. We never ask for super stickers. We never ask for memberships because that's not why we want you guys here. Any money that comes along is just an added bonus. But for our members, for the month of October, we're going to be doing a members video that will be public of all our members. So we want you to send us a video if you're one of our members. And if you're not a member, you can become one by clicking the link in the description, telling us what your favorite horror movie is, what your favorite scene from that movie is, and why you are a general fan of horror. And we're going to do a big video that is all of our members, and we're going to put it out in October. So all of our members are there together on a members video to kind of show our appreciation to you guys. You're here watching us every week. We want to put you guys on the channel. So we want you guys to email us. If you become a member, there's a members only video that gives you all the information. But we are so proud of everybody that's a member of Sledgehammer Horror. So if you're a member, we want to show you off to the world, and we're proud of you and we love you and you mean the world to us. So like I said, send us that email with your favorite horror movie, what your favorite scene is, and a little bit about you so the world can get to know you a little bit. We want to make that video and put it out in October for all of our members. So thank you guys for being members and being a part of our family. It means a lot. So
And don't you dare say you don't know what to say about yourself. We know better.
yeah.
I gotta think about that.
I know.
What would I say?
We're,
What would I say?
we're giving you a month to think about it, okay?
That's good.
We want them.
Time.
We're gonna put out a video on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, and on YouTube here in the next couple days to kind of get people, because I just, like I said, I don't want people to be like, oh, you want us to pay money to be. No, that's not what it's about. We appreciate that. And I promise you, every dime that comes into Sledgehammer Horror goes right back into Sledgehammer Horror. That's how we pay for a lot of the things, a lot of the trips that we make, a lot of the things that we do is all because of Sledgehammer Horror. And so it's just, that's what we do. That's what we love. And you guys are just as much a part of our family as anything. So it's really amazing to have you guys here. And to become a member means a lot to us. So if you do, we want to put you on the channel.
Nice.
Oh, hey, Dale.
We have over 4,000 subscribers. We appreciate that. Like I said, if you want to, we'd appreciate it because we do a lot of. You'll get to know our family better through our member videos too. Because like we got our daughters on there talking about their favorite horror movies. We got a little behind the scenes video of our daughter coming up and getting on while we were getting ready for one of our lives. And we try to let you into the life of Ken and Ashley on our member videos too, not just Sledgehammer Horror. So, all right, guys. So we are ready. Let's talk kid horror. So. There's no wrong list
Kids
here.
of horror.
Yes.
We already did kid horror.
Right. So if you have villains, if you have good kids, it doesn't matter. We're just talking about horror kids in general. So I didn't ask Mika, Kira, or Dice. Do any of you have honorable mentions?
Well, I put some there, but not. If people don't have them, that's okay. Yeah, I don't have a long list.
I have two.
I have two as well.
Okay,
All right.
great. Yeah.
So, real quick, Bill, what's up, buddy? Thanks for stopping out, man. Appreciate you. So I'm going to start with my honorable mentions. Number one is Max from Krampus.
That's a good one.
I really like Max. I think that he's one of the kids that just wants purity and, good things and everybody to be loving and accepting. And he's just like a sweet, honest kid. And I really like him in that movie. I like when he tries to fight his cousins because they don't, they're reading his Christmas list out. Like, God, I love little Max. And then my other one is Dale from Summer of '84.
That's a good one.
I love Dale. He's the bigger kid in the movie. Not gonna say any spoilers, but because I know that Summer of '84 is not a movie that has been watched very often, and a lot of people haven't seen this film. Ashley and I will be doing a Didn't See That Coming on Summer of '84 next year. We want to do it during the summertime. But yeah, it's one of the movies that I think is a lot of fun. It's really, for those that haven't seen Summer of '84, it is still available on Amazon Prime at the moment. It's really a mix between like The Goonies and It.
That's what I've heard.
It just reminds me of being a kid,
It-
like
a
you know,
lot
like
of nostalgia.
before technology took over and you could play outside and
Oh, I know.
ride your bike to the to the movies, stuff like that. Yeah,
And it
We're
has one
actually
of those
outside.
endings.
yeah.
That's what's it. One of those endings.
That ending, yeah.
I
That-
know.
Oh my
I,
gosh.
I don't really like the ending, to be honest.
I love the ending.
I hate it. I
but
hate it.
it is.
my
It's
God.
a very
good
fun
twist.
movie.
It's a very good twist.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a very, very good twist to the end of the movie. So, so I have Dale from Summer of '84, Max from Krampus is my honorable mentions. What about you, my love?
I have Sawyer from Boogeyman. I felt like she from the newest one. I felt like she did really good. It felt real, like she was really scared of the dark, and I just think that she was a pretty good actress. And then I have Charlie from Firestarter, old Drew Barrymore. She was so cute, and again, I think she was one of the lead roles in this movie, and she killed it. So yeah.
And she teeters on the brink. You could say she's a villain, but it's almost like Eleven from Stranger Things. Like she was kind of pushed into becoming what she, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
she was,
Well,
guided
look
by
at all these things that happened to
Right.
her. Like, and you really felt like her anger, and when she would get fired up, I guess you really felt that. So yeah.
I love that pick.
Thanks.
What about you guys?
Oh, well, you know, I don't think this is a movie people have seen a lot. The Clover Hitch Killer. Has anyone seen that one?
Okay.
I've heard of it.
Oh, it's
I've
very,
heard of it,
very
never seen
good.
it.
Yeah, yeah, and the character was Tyler Burnside in that one. I'm not going to give too much away, but it really, I don't know how to describe it. How would you describe the movie without giving it too much away? What I will say is like it's discovering who a serial killer is and how he's pivotal in that, and I'll say it's kind of closer than home than you think. But it's really great if you like thriller, scary elements. Yeah, so I picked that one, and then the other one I picked because I just enjoyed that movie. Hated the sequel was Cole and the Babysitter. I don't know if people saw like the Babysitter. I thought that was so funny. Like, it was actually clever. I wasn't expecting that movie to be as fun as it was. The first one, and Cole played the naive, gullible kid in that, and his babysitter, as you know, turned out to be quite crazy in terms of sacrifice. Yeah, that's the one I picked. And the last one I picked was I just did 3.
Okay.
Every child that was in any of Mike Flanagan's series. I kind of just.
Yeah.
I kept it open ended because like all of them.
Yeah,
so
they're so good.
yeah. And
that's a great, and you could go anywhere from
I have one of them on my list.
Dr. Sleep to Oculus to the Hauntings, like any of them would
I
be
just kept it
fantastic.
open ended. Yeah.
So that's good.
Okay,
All right,
so
perfect.
I'll do. I'm just gonna do one. I just did a collective group. I don't know if anyone saw the 2009 film The Children. So I put that collective bunch of kids
Okay.
on a list. So really, really good. So it's just when a group of parents get together and mayhem ensues with the children. So a lot of group of innocent children. So I would recommend it if you haven't seen it.
That was scary
Awesome.
too. Yeah.
The
Kids
Children.
Gone Rogue. Yes, if you haven't seen it,
like
watch
that
it.
now.
It's gone amok.
We know about kids going rogue.
Oh, trust me, we live it every day. All right, awesome. What about you, Dice?
All right, I lied. I have 2 honorable mentions since Stranger Things was brought up. But one honorable mention is Ricky from Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, nice.
Because I feel he's rather underappreciated, honestly. You know, we stand someone who is here to protect their shy relative.
Yes.
And Dustin from Stranger Things.
Oh, Dustin! Love Dustin.
I adore him on his own, but I really love the relationship between him and Steve, the way that developed.
Yeah.
And of course, we stand Steve over here, but I kind of, in a weird way, I don't categorize him as a kid.
Yeah.
He's more a teenager. So, but Dustin.
I love how in this newest season, Dustin really, again, I'm not going to say the scene because this season is still fairly fresh, but the ending scene with Dustin and the uncle. Dustin really showed off his acting chops during that scene.
Yeah. Very emotional.
Very emotional scene.
You felt
so yeah, that was one scene that I was watching like, damn, this kid's come a long way from season 1. So yeah, very, very good choices. So we'll catch up on the chat real quick, and then we will start our top 10. Sean, member for 7 months. Thank you. Won't be doing a video for membership, but thanks anyway. I'm happy to support. I will email favorite horror movie and horror background. Would you be okay with Ashley and I doing a video talking about your favorite things? That way we can still have your personality on the channel. If you don't want us to, that's fine. We respect your privacy. But if you would like for us to do the video for you, we would be more than happy to. Love Summer of '84. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Little ghost boy from Insidious. Isaac from Children of the Corn.
What's this?
He who walks behind the rose.
Summer of 24. See, that's a perfect reason. We're doing it exactly 40 years later next year.
Oh, wow. Look at
40-year
that.
anniversary.
Yeah, I like that.
I was hoping somebody would catch on to that, Larry.
No, that's good. That's
Please,
good.
somebody.
Yeah, Larry got it.
Larry got it.
The homeless kids from the 2 Hostel movies.
Oh, my God.
Oh, those
I'll just give them
good,
some bubble gum, and I should be okay then. Hey, here's some bubble. Let me go.
Oh, my gosh.
The bubblegum kids.
Bag of candy and you're safe.
Thank you for subscribing to them, Bill. We appreciate it very much.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Bill's amazing. Amazing actor. I'm very honored to have you here. Hey, what's up, Louie?
Hey,
Nice to
Louie.
see you, buddy. Oh, Brandon from Brightburn. What a great choice.
Oh, my God. Talk about.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I didn't even think of him. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a great. I love that movie.
Talk about a villain.
I love that movie. I agree.
He was.
Deep there. Like Mika and Kira went deep on there.
he
I'm all like Krampus. Children is a good Xmas movie.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Never heard of that one. Okay. Well, hey, we were looking. I just gotta know. Does Children have a twist to it?
I wouldn't say a twist, no, but I think it's fun.
Yeah.
Well, it keeps you, you know what I mean. I love movies that keep
Yeah.
you like
Yeah,
on
on
the edge of your seat. Yeah, like
Right.
into it. Like yeah.
I'm one of the people,
My
guys, when
God
you guys are
damn.
talking about Stranger Things, I'm one of the people that thinks Stranger Things got better as it went. I think the newest season got better.
Really? Because
I'm kind of
that
reversed.
first season, we literally binged.
I mean, like, I think it's the first season is
we
almost perfection.
we like binged
yeah,
that
the
in
fir-
like a weekend.
Mhm.
I just
But the
love
newest
first
season, we binged the newest season on a day, on a drive.
That's true.
You know, like
Oh,
so.
we
kinda
pretty
go reverse.
We go reverse. I love the first and second season, and Mika will tell you, I'm still in it, but
Yeah. See, I love the newest season. I thought it was so good. I watched them become actors and like being very, very lighthearted and funny and
Yeah.
a lot of emotion in this season. I'll tell you this.
Oh, yeah. This season
I literally cried, like tears down my face when Lucas did the Erica help line. Like that had me sobbing. Again, I don't want to spoil anything.
it was. I will say
That line was ad-libbed by Caleb McLaughlin.
Oh,
During
wow.
the scene, he just, they told him to just throw some stuff in there, and he ad-libbed it, which I think is one of the most powerful lines in the whole show. And it's just Erica help, but the way he delivers it, the way he turns and says it, like that moment to me, oh god, goosebumps right now. Like it was just, that was such a sad scene and such a powerful performance, and I'm watching it and I'm like, again, you've come a long way from the kid that wanted to wear a bandana to be like the kids in the Goonies, and like pushing your best friend, like girls are stupid, like you've come a long way, man. So
Can I say I'm gonna cheat really quick?
here we go.
Yeah, I gotta change some things up last minute.
The Good Son is definitely
Switching it up.
a fucking fantastic movie. Definitely
We'll
a
talk
horror
about
movie
it.
too.
I was
Awesome.
thinking about that one, but didn't make my list.
I don't think this is what's funny because we're talking about the Babadook, and I thank you for bringing this up, Jared. the Babadook is the reason I wanted to do this list, because I seen a bunch of people talking about the kid from the Babadook, and then like I'm reading about all the worst kids in horror and shitty horror kids, and I'm like,
I mean, he was a good
Damn.
actor. Like he made
hate him?
made you want to be like spank his ass
Yeah,
or
whoop
something.
that
Like
kid's ass.
yeah.
but that's what made me. I was thinking about. I was like, I've never seen people talk about their favorite kids in horror. I've always seen people talking shit about him and about Ellie from Pet Sematary.
Oh yes.
You know, like I always see people talking shit, but I'm like, I never see people talk good about the kids in horror. So that's why we wanted to do this video. So thank you for bringing that up. Jeremy Melton from Valentine and the Firstborn Son in 13 Ghosts.
Jeremy
Oh,
Melton.
13 Ghosts.
Oh, Jeremy
Poor
Melton.
Jeremy Melton. They were so mean to him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sass.
Hey, Cecily.
Erica Help. That line is so good. Yes, man.
Oh, yeah.
God. Just go to YouTube and type in Erica Help and just watch the scene. It's that good. The kid from the Babadook was supposed to be grading. Exactly. He was supposed to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Ashley, too.
Character
he
bad.
did his job, yeah.
Actor fine.
Actor good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Separate people.
Yes.
Separate.
Yeah.
Right.
He did too well.
Oh my gosh, yes. Great actor.
That's awesome.
Actor there.
You want to give us your number 10, babe?
Yeah, my number 10 is Cole Sear from The Sixth Sense.
Yay.
Again, he did such a good job like making you feel the emotions, and just like you felt so sorry for him the entire movie, because you know, like his dad left and then he can see dead people, and I guess I spoiled it. Whoops. Good thing it's a really old movie. But yeah, I know.
Well, cross it off the list.
And just the way him and Toni Collette, like they go off of each other is amazing. And Toni Collette is one of the best horror moms ever, and just their relationship. I bawled in this movie. Like it takes a lot to get me to cry, and I bawled. So
Kanye wrote a song about her because she's so heartless. But yeah, like I said, if she can cry at a movie, I'm like, okay, yeah, that movie did it. That's a wrap.
Ashley's crying. Ken is on the floor.
He's convulsing.
Yeah, I'm in the fetal position. If Ashley's crying, because I cry at everything. I talked about it before, but I'm like Lloyd and Harry and Devin when they're crying at the car commercial. Like that's me. Like I cried at the Game Plan with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Okay. Oh my god. Do you remember the red shoes?
Oh, I don't even want to. Dude, okay, I'm gonna tell the story real quick. So I was working. Ashley was home. She was pregnant with our son.
Like big, like emotional pregnant.
So it's about 16 years
and
ago.
I was just like angry, like just stay away from me. I'm gonna sit in here and eat and watch TV.
Maybe that's why I hate kids so much. I don't hate kids. But I come home and I walk in and Ashley's on the couch, just like tears everywhere, tissues. I was like, what happened? I gotta do something. Like I was frozen in fear, and she was watching some movie on TV called The Red Shoes.
Yeah,
where this kid wanted to buy his mom.
His mom was dying.
His mom was dying, and he wanted to buy her this pretty pair of red shoes.
to go to heaven,
so
and
she
I
could
was
wear
like,
pretty shoes to go to heaven. And I was like, I walked.
He just wants those red shoes, and I was like, he
I've never heard of
that.
that.
And then he didn't even see it, and I just
literally
tell
looked
him
like this.
Okay.
Wow, I gotta have that. Is that like a? Let me see. Get out the red shoes.
Because that's probably like the first like thing of emotion that you had seen from me, and
that wasn't anger.
Yeah, that wasn't anger. Yeah.
So yeah, that was
seared in the memory. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime.
And then I tell him like what happened, and he starts crying. He didn't even see it.
Also noted the red shoes. The red
shoes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So when people are like, "Hey, can you pass me my red shoes?" I'm like, "Ah, no!
Don't do that."
That's red.
That's awesome. Great choice.
Sounds similar to I forget the name of it. I'm sure someone will understand this. It's a story that's been told over and over and over again, but something like the match seller, something like that.
Huh.
Same
if you guys
idea.
in the chat know, let us know.
Do not recommend if you happen to be in a particularly emotionally vulnerable state.
Oh,
really?
wow.
Me every
okay,
day.
so I gotta see both these things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just make it
Making sure,
trauma
like,
playlist.
we're about to cry today.
Oh,
like,
yeah, added,
bring on the tears.
Mika
Yeah.
and Kira are gonna call us tonight at like 1 a.m. like, oh, the
Oh my
Red
gosh.
Juice.
I'm gonna tell you, emotional wreck.
I'm gonna get a text later going, fuck you.
I know, give me some emotion.
I know. I love emotion though. You got
damage.
in moderation.
Yeah, I like it.
You just have to cry it out sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
All right, Kira, you want to give us your number 10?
Oh yeah, well you know which one I picked? I had chose Carly and Josh from Mom and Dad. Oh. I thought that movie was so much fun with Nicolas Cage.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I thought it was just so
Way
fun.
off the wall
It's like
movie.
a fun ride to me. You know what I mean? And the kids in it were hilarious in my opinion. And I thought it was a good premise. So you basically just watching them practically run for their lives from their parents. So I thought that was such a fun movie.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I just had a good time watching it. It's not that it's like the best thing ever, but I thought it was fun for what it was.
Well, Unhinged.
Unhinged,
Nick Cage.
yeah, yes,
Nick Cage is so unhinged in that movie.
Yeah.
yes.
That's a good
And then
one.
the ending, I felt like it didn't wrap it
Yeah.
up.
Oh, don't
I'm not
do
going to
it.
give the ending,
Okay.
but I feel like the ending was it didn't wrap it up, so I like that. You don't know what's
Yeah.
gonna happen at this
Yeah.
point. Yeah, they could actually made a part 2 of that if they wanted to. I think.
They really could.
Yeah. So I picked Carly and Josh.
Okay.
Awesome. How about you, Mika?
So I picked Carlos from the 2001 film The Devil's Backbone with Del Toro. I don't know if anyone saw that, but
Interesting.
one of my favorites. I love it. Good ghost story vibes. It follows a young orphan, and he's sent to this kind of home for children. Really, really good ghost story. Really just love this character. So I'm gonna go with Carlos from The Devil's Backbone.
Oh, that's a good one.
Nice.
Great choice. So, how about you, Dice?
Speaking of trauma, Billy from Pumpkinhead.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Wow.
Jonas,
I didn't think of that one. That's a good one.
One of those rare instances where I'm like, protect this child.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
I love that. That's one of my favorites, Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Nice.
I'm going with the newest one on my list, and that is Peter from the movie Cobweb.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a good one.
We
We
just
just watched Cobweb. Enjoyed that very much so.
We
very
enjoyed it
much
too.
enjoyed
Yeah.
it. I've
That's a
said
good
that this is going to probably be a Halloween time film for us every year.
It
Oh.
feels very Halloween.
Very
like I
Halloween.
love the
Or
feeling,
Halloween.
and you have the pumpkin patch, and yeah.
Another movie that it takes a lot. I've said this before. For a movie to genuinely like chill me, the dream sequence in this movie genuinely got me.
Yeah.
That dream sequence made me go, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?"
I felt like I was just doing like what the fuck the whole entire like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
here? Like what is happening?
Yeah.
There's maybe one good character in the movie.
Miss Devine.
Everyone else is just a shitty person.
Yeah.
Miss
I
Divine,
love
baby.
Miss Divine.
Miss Divine.
Yeah.
I love Miss Devine.
Yeah.
She was. I think she's the best character in
Yeah.
that movie. Hands
Yeah.
down.
She's,
Even her
yeah.
name.
Peter's great
Yes,
because of
that
what
was
he goes through. Like Peter goes through the fucking ringer
Yeah.
in this movie.
And you do feel like really like sad for him. Like
Mhm.
he's just
Oh,
like
definitely.
quiet, and he doesn't really have any friends, and you just feel
Yeah,
so bad for
isolated,
him.
reserved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for Ms. Divine to be the person she was as a substitute teacher.
Oh, I know. Look at the teachers coming through all the time.
Yes.
Now I like the movie. I think the third act is extremely wonky.
No. Yeah.
I think they could have done the
bit,
third
yeah.
act a little better. But we're not here to talk about the film. We're just talking about the characters. And I
Right.
love
That
Peter.
was good.
so-
Yes, yes. I
I'm
like
going
that.
with
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we will catch up on the chat real quick before we get to our to Kira at number 9. Wow.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
The trick or treaters from Halloween 3.
No.
Damien from The Omen. Esther from
classic.
Orphan.
Oh.
Ooh,
Classic, yep.
does-
I mean, yeah.
We'll count it.
Yeah.
We'll count it.
Yeah, we will. yeah.
Reggie the Reckless, baby.
No,
Gage or Ellie, B-Row?
Yeah.
Which one?
Whoa, yes,
Um,
baby.
Was it the one hit by the
Reagan?
truck or not?
Yeah. The living or dead one? Well, it depends on what Pet Cemetery you're talking about.
about.
The OG, yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh, ooh, that's
That's a
yes.
good
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Pet Cemetery kids got to be up there. Oh, it's Gage. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
No fair, no fair.
Reggie the Reckless. Ty Jody from Daddy's Little Girl. Billy from Jeepers Creepers 2.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
Carol
Jeepers
Ann.
Creepers too. Might be on my own.
Caroline.
Oh.
Carol Ann posted
What's
that.
Nice shirt.
Oh,
That's so. Is that Poltergeist 2?
No, it's the first Poltergeist, as far as I can tell, anyway.
Oh, the monster coming out of the closet.
Oh,
Yeah.
At first, I thought it was Reverend King, because all I could see was the hair.
I have a Poltergeist shirt.
Oh,
You
you know
have
what?
one.
We'll be
Yeah.
adding more to our collection, of course, as time goes on, but here we are.
The movie is called The Christmas Shoes, and it's one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Yes.
So David can vouch for how sad that movie
Yes,
is.
I bawled. And this, well, Kenny's 15 now. I haven't seen it in 15 years.
I didn't do
A Christmas song called Christmas Shoes that I'm not listening to the damn song either. Yes, may he be an all-star in heaven forever.
Yes.
Smash Mouth was never really my
passed away
style
today.
of, yeah, he did. It was never really my style of music. I was never really a Smash Mouth fan, but 58 years old.
Yeah, regardless,
Too young.
someone lost
Too
their
young
life
to die.
very young, and it's sad.
Growing up a punk rock kid, I thought Smash Mouth was just shitty radio music. But look at what they did. I mean, I liked walking.
He just passed away.
No, I'm not talking shit on him. I'm just saying, like, Walking on the Sun was a dope song.
You're like, I hated that band, and
I liked Walking on the Sun.
that All-Star?
I couldn't tell anybody I liked it.
All-Star. This is only what really.
See, and then I liked All-Star when Shrek came out. I was like, this song's cool now.
Oh, yeah,
I was more of a bowling for soup individual, but I still recognize it.
Yes. Chloe Grace Moretz and Let Me In.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
What the heck just happened? Okay, we're back to the Christmas shoes. Ugh. Yeah, I agree with you, Ashton. Third act really bummed me out.
yeah, just the look-sees of something.
Is it time for a dad joke?
Mercy.
Oh
No.
yes,
Yeah, dad jokes.
A little bit.
I missed them. Hey! What's up, Calvin? I'll
Hey,
see you
Calvin.
tomorrow night. We're
Oh.
fine. Calvin's coming over tomorrow night so we can get our tickets for The Nun 2.
Oh,
Very
very
excited.
nice.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, me
I had
too.
a friend of mine that
So-
left the screener and texted us. It was like so much better than the first.
Well,
I'll take it.
I was
Yeah,
super excited for the first one because I was terrified of the nun. I thought the nun was such a scary villain,
Oh, the
and
first
then
one was
when I
not
watched
good.
the first one, I was let down. So this one,
Oh.
I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm a little worried, but I have high hopes for it now.
Yes.
Yeah, Keela
Because-
Cooper wrote the script, so she.
Yeah.
Yes, Akilah Cooper. That's what I was
Yes.
saying. I will say that a big part of that is I had right after I got that text, because me and this person usually are pretty in tune when it comes to movies, and so that made me get very, very excited about what we have coming up. So
Nice.
I've been hoping.
I want to
it
say
was
real
better.
quick, Ryan 1988. If you guys haven't subscribed to Ryan 1988,
Oh,
Justin is one of the most genuine, sweet, and kind people you could ever hope to meet. And he will be back on the channel in October for spooky season. So
Oh, very
we missed you,
nice.
buddy.
Something
We've been
look
trying to
forward
get
to.
back together for a while, but it is going to happen in October. And I think it's going to go back to the place where it started for Justin and I and Ashley. So very excited for that.
I must say, I believe, if I'm thinking of the correct one, if I'm not, please forgive me. I believe he was actually, through your stream, the reason that inspired me to watch Valentine this year for Valentine's Day.
Nice.
So,
Oh,
Yeah.
very nice.
That's awesome. Thanks, Justin.
take that as you will.
I don't get that.
Well, if you don't get it, then it's probably not funny.
What was that joke?
All right, guys. So we're pulling out the dad jokes.
Oh my goodness.
Brace yourselves.
Okay, we'll start with this one. Why do crabs never give to charity?
What did
'Cause they're
crabs
crabby.
say?
Because they're shellfish.
Oh my god. Stop
Okay,
it.
one more and then we'll get on, and then I'll
Stop
pop
it.
some more in later. Why can't your nose be 12 inches?
Why?
Because then it would be a foot.
Oh my god, stop it. Stop it.
I could have gone either way.
I do like that one.
I want to guess them.
I like that one.
I'm always trying to guess them, but I never will get it.
Now,
I know.
I was saving one myself that I came across for this very occasion. So.
Ooh.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
See if anyone's heard this one before. I'm probably sure that most have, but where do bad rainbows go?
Where?
Prism. It's a light sentence and gives them time to reflect.
Oh my god, that's like a triple punchline.
Ken's
Oh, I
saving
love
that
that
one
one.
in the back of his mind.
Writing
while
it
dinner.
down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that at work tomorrow during my staff meeting.
Yes, Ashley did an amazing job on her Wishmaster review.
Oh, thank you.
Great job.
Thanks.
If you guys haven't seen it, it is live on the channel. It was recommended by our own Shaim of the Dead. If you have any movies you would love to see Ashley review on her own, please send them to us on social media. We'll make sure that it happens, and we will give you the credit you deserve. Us either, man. We cannot wait, Justin. We miss you so much. I love you, buddy, and I hope you're having an amazing night.
Yeah.
I mean, I like The Equalizer, but I don't know enough about those movies to really give it honest.
Like Equalizer.
Yeah,
I love Denzel.
Yeah.
You know,
The first one
I
is
think
always
Denzel-
going to be the best
Yeah.
one.
We saw the C3. I wanted to see that this weekend.
Denzel's, I think, one of the best actors of all time, but that's a
That's my
conversation for another day.
Favorite actor.
So we are up to everybody gave their 10, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, we are up to number 9, and that will be Kira starting us off.
Oh yeah, so I chose Gwen and Finney from the Black Phone.
Yes.
Yeah, I just thought that had to be on my list. It's a film that I enjoyed, like a recent film that I thoroughly enjoyed. It's hard to describe it because I don't want to give too much away. But I'll say just the dynamic of them being siblings and their bond, their shared bond, and how much they cared about one another through like those internal family struggles, and just kind of like the plot is really, really unique too. So I feel like I had to have them on the list.
Yeah.
That's a good list, or a good choice.
It's
And I like how you
just
paired
automatic.
them
It's good
together.
list.
Yeah,
Oh,
good
yeah.
list.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
can't, like,
Oh, I know.
The fact that you paired them together, somebody else here might have done that too. So
I had to. I
Somebody
feel
else
like
might
they're
have
together,
just
yeah.
did that because I had to put a different kid on there.
So
Yeah.
how about you, Mika?
Okay, so I went with a lot of people don't talk about it, but I love this movie. I think it's underrated, but I chose Lilith from Case 39. I don't know if anyone has ever seen
great
that.
movie.
Yeah, with Renee Zellweger. Yeah, so she kind of falls into maybe that evil category, but I think it's really, really a good film. I don't hear anyone talk about it really at all, but I just love it. Good underrated film for me. So Lilith from Case 39.
It'll make you not foster someone.
Didn't need any help with that. How about you, Dice?
Perhaps a cliche at this point, but all the same, I do find him entertaining. Tommy, Friday the 13th, the final chapter.
Oh, very nice one.
That's
That's a good one. That's such a good one.
It's also, I know I've heard, like, whenever they talk about Tommy, whenever someone else talks about Tommy, it's, that was me as a kid. I didn't grow up like that. This is like a second childhood, if you will, going through horror. So even still, I felt like, I'll stick with this kid. He knows what he's doing. That's all right. Come on.
Yeah, if shit was going down, I would want Tommy Jarvis. To
Oh,
have my
definitely.
back.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
for sure.
That's a good one.
My number 9 can be from the OG or from the remake because I love them both. Beep beep, Richie. It.
Yeah.
Of course.
You were just talking about like that was me. I was Richie. Like of any kid I've seen in any horror movie, I was Richie. I was the obnoxious, loud, cursing, trying so hard to be the coolest guy in the room, even when I wasn't. Like that was me all the time.
Love it, kid.
Yeah, and I still to this day say beep beep when people are I'm like beep beep, back the truck up, beep beep beep, slow down. Yeah, I still say that to this day, and it was totally influenced by that film. And huge fan of both, Finn Wolfhard, who played Richie, and then Seth Green that played Richie. I feel like those are two amazing actors that played great roles in those films, and I couldn't pick between them because they were both so different, but so much the same in their roles and who they played as Richie Tozier. So I'm going with my boy Richie from It at number 9.
Awesome. This one is more of like gateway horror, but I felt like I had to add her. And it's Christina Ricci as Wednesday Addams. And I chose Christina because she was actually a child when they, they filmed. Nothing against Jenna Ortega. I think she's amazing, but Christina Ricci, she did such a good job, like her faces and just like the emotion, and it just cracks like the part where she's like they're forcing her to try to smile. Well,
oh my gosh,
that's in the the one
Values.
with the values, but
Similar.
like, yeah.
Values.
Yeah.
I just actually put that meme up was like because I have resting bitch face, and it's like me trying to like smile because I feel like I'm smiling, but really I'm not. So people like think I'm mean, and I'm really not mean, but like that was totally me, like always like mean dogging people.
It's funny because like I always, whenever I introduce people to Ashley, they're like, I don't think she likes me. And I'm like, no.
You just gotta get to know her.
Yeah,
like
you know.
that's just like my personality.
Yeah.
Just tell a joke, not a dad joke. Tell a joke.
Not a dad joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta warm her up.
Warm it up.
She has a lot of fences put up. Once you get beyond those fences, she's perfect. So
Thanks.
A fence, a wall,
Yeah.
Gotta warm me up.
It's not even a wall. That's like if in her heart is the wall that was supposed to be built around the border. Build that wall in Ashley's heart. That's where it went.
Wow.
Thank God. You can call it peaches. You can call it whatever you want. So we'll catch up on the chat real quick before we.
Creepy and she's kooky.
Yes.
All together.
God, you ain't lying.
Oh, I love that. That's really good.
All right. So Penmark, Bad Seed.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's a
going
good one.
Old school with that one. That's a great one.
1956 one. Is that's the
Yeah.
one that's referencing? Yeah, that's a good one.
Samara
Yeah.
from The Ring.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Yep.
V from Never seen that one.
Never seen that.
No, I haven't seen that either. Noted.
Let me write it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Twix, like the candy.
From Dark Falls is the
Darkness
Tooth
Falls,
Fairy.
the Tooth Fairy
Yeah.
one. Yeah, great choice, Shame. Joshua from the Troll 2. They're eating her, and then they're gonna eat me. Charlie from Hereditary.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Any love for Rebecca and Tyler from The Visit?
That's
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a good
I didn't
one,
think
Del.
about
I didn't
that.
even think about that.
When you got these skills, it's hard not to give
We
love.
share a Starbucks Frappuccino blend, and see, this isn't just philosophy, it's based on science, you see. Mr. Singh, my pediatrician, just confirmed for me, you tall skanks are going through puberty. Ho.
How? Yes, I love that kid.
I love that.
He's great.
He's hilarious.
Malachi from Children of the Corn.
Oh.
Malachi always scared me more than Isaac
I
did.
feel like
Yeah.
Malachi's scarier too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Outlander.
He's like
Children of
his
the
right hand
Corn.
man. Like
I always
he's
have-
the one that's
Yeah, I didn't
doing.
even listen to them.
I always have a slight fear of gingers anyway, you know.
Facts. Dakota Fanning, Hide and Seek. Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a good one. Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Her and Robert De Niro.
Mhm.
Yeah. Great film. A favorite action franchise?
Hmm.
I mean, if we're going just on action flicks,
Action franchise. Maybe John Wick.
Oh, good. John Wick is good.
I don't know,
Yeah.
because even the ones that are action that I like would probably be more like Terminator.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Terminator.
Yep.
You know,
I
like,
think that's
I feel like we don't ever watch action.
yeah, we're again nothing.
John Wick. Yeah.
Fast and the Furious.
Stop.
Oh
And
my
there
God,
are
there's so many. I'm
42
lost in that.
movies.
I haven't seen
I
so many
know.
of those.
I
we
literally have
fell
only
off.
seen the first one.
We fell off,
I
Ashley.
think,
So
like,
Yeah.
a couple.
War.
We're so lost in that franchise.
When I put it into Google, it says Jurassic Park is
Jurassic
an
Park.
action movie franchise.
Harry
So
Potter.
I'm going with
Oh,
Jurassic
it is. I
Park.
would count
Harry
Jurassic Park
Potter.
as
Well,
a.
the first three. I only do the first three.
Yeah. Oh no, but it is action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
See, they have Rocky on there too. If Rocky can be counted, it's Rocky.
Rocky?
Oh, hands down, easily, it's Rocky.
I'll give you
Wars.
two.
Maybe that's from the drama, though, right?
I will give you two that I believe firmly they have a foot in action. Maybe not completely. I'm not an action person either. So, Back to the Future and The Mummy.
Oh, I would see. Yeah, definitely. Those I would
That
count
was
those as
probably-
action, especially. Oh yeah, especially the
Back to
Mummy.
the Future, you
Well,
know that's my number one.
Not the time.
Like you know that's my number one.
Yeah.
You know, what an almost perfect franchise that is.
Except for that
Richie is a
Burn
good
Western
choice.
one.
He's a food choice.
Exactly, yeah.
I love that, Vero. I meant good, but it's just even better.
I
Kid
mean,
like.
I don't know.
I don't know
Um,
about Sam.
I,
What is
yeah,
I don't
like,
know.
what is he exactly?
Oh, we need backstory for Sam.
Yeah.
He's like
I would love a
Pumpkinhead's
prequel.
child or something.
Yeah,
Sam.
I would love a prequel for Sam.
Yeah, I need to know more about Sam.
And if you guys want some merch, Sledgehammer Horror merch,
Nice.
Underworld, Fast and Furious jumped the shark when they drove a car in space. Yeah, let's get out of here with that.
I heard
All right,
that.
so we are up to number 7, and up to number 8. That'll be Mika starting us off.
Okay, let me go my list. Okay, so another film that I don't hear people talking about, which I think is underrated again, I chose Fenton from Frailty.
Oh, that's a good one.
Frailty, I love that film. With Matthew. Yes.
I just wrote that darn thing.
Oh, really?
Too,
Look at that. You see,
about him.
I love this film, and it's
That's
so
fucking
underrated
hilarious.
to me. Yes, yes.
That's fucking
Directorial
hilarious.
debut by Bill Paxton. Great film, following a father and his 2 sons. So underrated. Needs more love. So that's my.
And that twist you didn't see coming.
Yeah, twist you
The
didn't see
reason that's
coming.
so funny, that was the very first episode of Didn't See That Coming that Ashley and I did, and we had
love
a guest on that
that.
episode. We are not look. It's nothing against the guests that we had. They did an amazing job.
Went a different way with
We
it.
changed the format of how we didn't see that coming.
So we're kind of redoing those
we
first
just, I mean, look at it. I'm going to show you my email right now.
I literally just wrote that last night.
September 3rd. She just sent me the new script.
And I don't even
for
have him on
Frailty.
my list. I should have.
Wow.
Like, she just sent me the new script because we're doing that. That's going to be our October Didn't See That Coming.
Look at
It's Frailty.
that.
So she just, that's why when you said that, the minute you said Fenton, I was like, oh, because I don't have him on my list either.
I know.
Look
and
at
I
that. That's a good one. Yeah, I didn't even think of him
I can't
either.
wait to see that.
I made this list way before I started writing that.
Right.
So.
But yeah, like I said, she just emailed me the script, like to have it ready to go, and I'm like, it's just so funny the way things work sometimes, man. The universe is a funny
But that
thing.
is such an underrated movie.
Oh, such an underrated movie.
Very much so.
Oh
Yes.
God, that movie's great.
So good.
That the twisty twist.
What?
Oh,
of that
didn't see it
movie.
coming.
The thing is,
I love it.
which one? There's like
There's a
there's
bunch
so
of
many.
twists
So
in that
many.
movie.
Yes.
Yeah, like that's what, as we're watching it, Ashley's like, she's writing the script and she goes, this is gonna fucking suck. Like, because it's so
just
dialogue.
the dialogue is so
And
thick on it, and
it's
like,
all important.
I'm trying to get like the most important stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like it all kind of pertains to the plot.
Oh yeah.
Our October didn't see that coming is Frailty.
Yeah.
Our November didn't see that coming is The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Yay!
And
Excited
we have
about
the
that one.
opposites here because the writing for Frailty sucked.
Yeah.
The editing for Jane Doe sucked because of the amount of nudity and the amount of Sledgehammer horror logos I had to place over boobies and clothes. Like, was just not a fun time for me.
sympathize, darling.
Yeah, that one's a tough one.
That's a tough one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
we
very
gotta
excited.
track these boobs.
Yes. So these are 2 episodes I'm very excited for. So
Yeah, me too.
and Frailty is a movie that I will die on the hill. Not only is it a horror movie, it's a fucking fantastic horror movie.
Oh yeah, very
Love
well
that
done.
film.
So underrated. It is underrated.
Yes.
Yeah, I just think
And
more
Matthew
people haven't
McConaughey
seen
was
it.
so good in that
Oh,
movie.
so good.
Bill Paxton was
Paxton.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a fantastic film. So,
Mhm.
Dice, you want to give us your number 8?
Sure. Speaking of Trick or Treat,
Motherfucker.
Rhonda from Trick or Treat.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love her.
I don't care, sir. I don't care.
That's a good one, yeah.
I've cosplayed as Sam.
We'll end up watching the movie again this year, and I'll try to like it.
We will.
Oh,
we watch it every Halloween.
I will make
Every
him.
Halloween.
Every Halloween. Yeah, we
You
watch
know,
it.
I really did wear you down with Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
So maybe,
Trick
Yeah.
or treat. Switch it up.
I mean, you've been watching Hocus Pocus for 17 years now.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
of
fine
it.
with it.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it. So yeah, it was just talked about, but my number 8, my boy Tommy Jarvis. One of the best horror franchises. One of the times that Jason is actually killed. You know, like this is one of the times where Jason actually dies.
He shaves his own head.
Yeah,
Like,
commitment.
like that is commitment.
Like I
Every
said, Jason
cosplayer
doesn't.
ever.
Yeah, Jason doesn't come back for 2 films after this, and he comes back by being electrocuted and becomes Franken Jason. This is when Jason Voorhees himself is killed, and it's by Tommy Jarvis, the kid. So, absolutely love Tommy. I think he's a great addition to the franchise. Wish he would have had a better send off, but
oh yeah, jeez.
love my boy Tommy. So What about you, babe? You're number 8.
Okay, my number 8. So I kind of cheated, and I might have like seen this one on your list, and I kicked myself in the ass. So this is what I changed. My number 8 is Fool. My favorite horror movie.
You didn't have Fool?
I didn't, and then I like looked at your list. I seen it out of the corner of my eye.
Because I know Ashley love him.
I know, Ashley.
Just a quick timeout.
The shock, the drama.
Why the fuck are you looking at my list?
I don't know. You better hide it better, okay? This is your fault, not mine. For looking.
We never know each other's lists. The fact that you looked at my list, you son of a bitch.
Hey, at least
I know.
I
A little peek. A little peek.
Divorce! No!
Oh, look.
It was a little
what you
peek.
got over there?
Uh-huh.
I got my binoculars.
That's why she was late.
Oh, see?
Yeah, that's why she was late to the stream.
I was trying to peek on his list. Anyways, I love Fool. Like, I love how he tricks Daddy in the entire time, and he just has the wits about him, and he's funny, and he's a smart little guy, and he's great. And I'm still waiting to see if we're gonna get a new People Under the Stairs by Jordan Peele, and I feel like it's gonna be really hard to cast somebody to play Fool. And Mommy and Daddy. Like, it's gonna make it or break it, whoever they cast.
And something we haven't really talked about on our lives or on our channels at all. Ashley and I both are 100% for unions. We are 100% for unionization.
Yeah.
We support the writer's strike 100%. So there are, and it is hitting us hard. There's episodes that we can't do right now. James and Chelsea from Dead Meat, we have a planned episode of In Defense Of with them, and we can't do it because we can't talk about the movie they want to talk about yet because of the strike and the promotion. So like I said, it's affecting us too. There's a couple other episodes of My First Horror Movies I have down the pipeline that I can't quite do yet because of the strikes, and I want to be respectful. I want to support the strikes, and if I got to wait a couple months to do it, so be it. It's for the best. I support the writers. Without them, we don't get a lot of our favorite shows, a lot of our favorite movies. The writers don't get the, and maybe with horror fans, they get a lot more of the recognition because of how much we appreciate the genre and how much we live the genre. But you don't hear people that are in action movies and comedies and dramas giving writers a lot of hype. It's all about the actor who you see. And we've seen this thing where one of the writers from The Office was one of the highest stream shows ever. And they got a royalty check for $4.18 for the streaming stuff.
That's insane.
And people are telling me, like, oh, these millionaires are crying. Dude got a royalty check for $4.
Yeah.
$4. They deserve the unionization. They deserve the chance to get paid a living. You can't even get a Big Mac for $4. Don't come to me telling me these millionaires are being babies. The writer's strike is a good thing for the union. It's a good thing for these people that are working their asses off to give us the products that we want. So I just wanted it to be very well known. Ashley and I are very pro-union. We are very pro-strike, and we are hoping for the best outcome so we can get some of our shows and movies that we love. But that's being extremely selfish. We're hoping for the best outcome for these writers to be able to feed their families a little bit better.
Right.
We haven't really had the opportunity to make our to make
what
our
a concept.
I know.
Our opinions known. It hasn't really come up much, but we are pro-union, we are pro-strike, and we hope that it ends soon so these people can feed their families a little bit better. So that is everybody's number 8. We'll catch up on the chat real quick. Yes, Nell.
Oh, you did?
You do.
Oh, you did.
Wait.
Oh, no, I didn't. But
I don't think
I
don't think Kira did hers.
Oh,
you did. No.
Did you?
No, I didn't. I don't think so. Now that you said that,
she forgot that she did.
My bad. My fault. Kira, please give us your number 8.
Oh yeah, I just did the I liked Let Me In with Chloe, but I chose the original, the Let the Right One In, Oscar's character, the foreign Swedish film. I thought that was very well done, and I loved Oscar's character. He's very vulnerable, innocent, bullied, and I think that he has this I wouldn't even call a character a villain. But I loved his character. I loved Oscar's character. I think he came into his own by the befriending.
Yeah,
unusual friends. And
it's if you're a fan of vampire movies, guys,
Yes.
I recommend seeing that one too.
Mhm.
Both are great. Both are
great, yeah,
fantastic
both are
films.
good.
That is one of the foreign films that was done American that was very well done. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yep,
Much
like
like
version,
what was that? The mommy one.
Oh,
Good Night, Mommy.
Good Night, Mommy.
Oh,
yes.
Good Night,
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Before
I
it
didn't
ended.
see the newest one.
I didn't see the newest.
I didn't see the newest
I
one.
liked it a lot.
Oh, really?
I liked it a lot. I thought
Gotta
it was
watch
really
that
good.
still.
Yeah, it was very
Okay.
good.
Oh no!
So now that
I'll
I'm done
watch
being an asshole and forgetting about Kira, let's get to the chat real
I totally
quick.
like the space there too
She
myself. I was like,
got- she
oh, I
got-
didn't do.
Yes, no, please. Frailty is, and I agree with Sean, one of the most underrated horror movies ever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. It is.
Umbre, the doppelganger, nice.
Oh,
Alex from Leprechaun,
oh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
all the kids from It.
He is one of the better things in Leprechaun.
Yeah.
Is Alex.
Tyler from Child's Play and Nine Ben from
yeah,
It.
that's a good one.
From it.
Oh, from Joshua, nice. That's another underrated movie right there. The Final
Yeah,
Girls.
that's good too. Oh, I love the Final Girls.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Abra from Doctor Sleep.
Oh, that's
I know.
Oh, that's a
I'm
good
so-
one.
When you guys said the
I
Mike
didn't think about
Flanagan
that
stuff, I was like, fuck. That's my number one.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that's
yeah.
yeah.
No.
the killer girl from Orphan, Esther. Calvin, I got you,
Yeah.
buddy. That's what it's Nathan.
It's-
Anna from Uninvited. Remember that one?
Oh, I remember that one.
Everybody, yeah.
We didn't see that coming on that one. too.
Yeah.
Oh, Ashton, god damn it.
This is true. This is
I saw a judge that ruled AI created work cannot be copyright protected. A good sign for those on the line. Good, because that's
yeah.
that is bullshit.
It's like a
People don't
Frankenstein.
understand. Yeah, like they could
Mhm.
AI somebody, put them in a film, and not have to pay that person royalties.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
bullshit. That's using my likeness. Crispin Glover won his case because, for those that don't know, Crispin Glover was not in Back to the Future Part 2. Any part with Crispin Glover is either a flashback or someone in his prosthetic makeup to look like him.
Someone literally
And he's
wearing his face.
wearing his face.
Oh, wow.
So he sued the studio and he won, and that's when all these
Rightfully
laws started to
so,
come
yeah.
about. Like, I didn't want to be in this movie because it wasn't about love. This movie was not about love. It was about selfishness and greed, and how your selfishness and your greed is what wins at the end of the day. And Crispin Glover's like, that's not me. That's not who I am, and that's not what
Yeah.
the first one was about. So he was like, no, I don't want to be involved. And they fucking used his face anyway. And he was like, yo, I said I didn't want to do it. Like, it doesn't mean you can use me and not pay me. Right. So, yeah. I think, thank you, Ben, for telling me that, because that's bullshit for people to try to use AI. Like, that's
Yeah.
not cool. Not cool, man. People, we often forget the human element. You know?
You know,
Oh,
creativity,
God dang it.
soul, passion, maybe.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, whatever, Ashton. All right, guys, so we're up to number 7, and that will be Dice starting us off.
A little bit of a cheat, I suppose. Richie and Beverly in It 2017, only because I haven't seen the original just yet, but I
Good
appreciate
choice.
both of these
Yep.
characters.
Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
2017.
I can't wait until you watch It 1990, Dice. I want to see.
Oh,
I've seen
yeah.
bits and
I love the
pieces.
original the best.
But I
Yeah.
always count it as I haven't seen it because I haven't sat down and watched it from beginning to end. So
But you're not missing much with the second chapter.
Oh my god.
I think the second part of the original TV miniseries is my least favorite of all of it. For me, it goes, this is going to be, I know, 2019, the OG 1990 first part, 2017, then the part 2. I think 2019 is my favorite with the adults. I think they did a great job. So, I love that though, Dice. I love that.
Yes, cool.
It's gonna be a little low on my list that you've already looked at.
Okay, I glimpsed. I didn't see everything.
You list looker.
You should hide it better.
My number 7 is Danny from Hocus Pocus.
Oh, so good.
Wow. That is a little.
She
That's a good one.
reminds me of our daughter Chloe.
Yes, that's why I love it so much.
Like the way, like when
Love
she. Max loves your bobos. Like that's Chloe.
Don't you, Max?
Classic
Like,
Danny character.
She just says whatever's on her mind. It doesn't matter who she embarrasses. Like that is
She
Chloe.
gives no
Honest.
fucks. And I wouldn't trade that for anything. I tell her all the time, babe, you are unique. You are yourself.
Yep.
Be yourself.
You be you, girl.
Yep. You
do
do you, and
Yep.
you'll be just fine. So,
And
as
that's
I've gotten
literally
older,
what she does.
yeah,
Oh.
I mean, she wears her wolf mask
wolf mask
all the time.
She
She
wears
has
a
a
tail.
wolf tail. Like she is one of a
Yeah,
kind.
she's a
She
theory.
doesn't care.
She says.
She doesn't care who, like, if someone says something, she will.
Oh, love that.
Yeah.
And here's what's funny.
Yeah,
I got to go off track just for a second because a couple weeks ago we went camping. There's a campground about an hour and a half away from us, and Kenny's not down with the Therian thing. Like he doesn't like that Chloe wears her wolf mask or her wolf tail. And so we're down at this campground, and we are on the golf cart, and we're driving, and all of a sudden my son, with like the biggest bellow of a voice, was just like, "Fuck you!" And I was like, "Whoa!" Because that's not my son. Like that is not like my son is a respectful kid. Like he is not an asshole. And I hit. I'm like, "What are you? What the hell's going on?" He was like that guy back there was barking at Chloe because she had her wolf mask in her tail. And I was like, "Let's fucking kill him."
Yeah.
Okay,
all
turning
right.
this around. Let's go.
Yep.
Right.
I've never
Suit
gone
up,
from
come on.
being so mad to so proud in the short amount of time.
Yeah.
But like the way he did it, I was like, "What are you doing? Like you no, I've raised you better." Then I was like, "Oh, you're right. I did raise you better because you're doing the right thing." So
Defending his sister.
it was just it's one of those things where it's like the way that me and him think about it. It's like I don't have to like it, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna support you. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna
stand up.
allow
Yeah.
you to grow and be
As
your
you
own
should.
person.
Yep.
If that's who you are, that's who you are. She asked us to get the pride shirts, the supporter shirts. Of course I will get that for you. Whoever you are, whatever you identify as, that's who you were born as. And at the end of the day, you identify as my daughter, and that's the most important tag you're ever gonna have. So
as it should be.
as
Yes.
you are being yourself. Some people go 100 years on this planet and never get the opportunity to be who they really are because of fear.
Oh, so true.
You be you, my love, and we will support you every step of the way. So,
As I always said, if you're not hurting anyone, including yourself, fuck it.
Exactly.
your fucking business.
If you're not hurting, anybody, just
Yeah.
there's no need for anybody to say anything.
Yeah. Mind your business.
Yeah.
Mind your
That's what I
business.
say.
Yeah,
I've always said, until
Oh,
it
yeah.
affects me, I don't give a shit what you do.
Right.
I don't care what you do until it affects me. You know,
Yeah.
that's just
I
it.
mean, if you're like licking my face in the middle of the night or like biting me, like then it's gonna be a problem.
You don't like that?
No. Ken, I
Warning,
know.
warning first, warning.
This is actually our therapy session. Like when you lick me on the face in the middle of the night.
Oh, I thought you were really gonna lick me. I got really scared.
No. While you start to give your number 8 list looker, I'm gonna go get our drinks.
Okay.
Do you want Squirt, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, water?
I didn't really look at your list, okay? All right, I did. I don't want you to keep calling me.
Oh, list looker. It's like a Peter.
No, we
Peter.
tried a Pepsi.
What am I?
Mountain Dew,
Mountain
Squirt, Pepsi,
Mountain Dew.
water.
Dang, I wish I had a Pepsi. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'll take a Coke.
I know. We got
Anybody else?
water.
What?
Probably
what
should
number
be drinking the water, but
7.
Seven.
Okay, we're on
Oh, 7. Yeah, 7.
I chose Dalton from Insidious.
oh, that's a good
that's a
one.
good one.
Oh, he didn't make my list.
I
That's
mean-
a good one.
He was kind of in a coma for most of the movie, but
Those are always
He-
the
So
best.
impactful, Ashley.
he was
So
quiet.
impactful.
No, we didn't have to
He was
listen to him
respectful.
cry about things. Like that's where
Wasn't
it's at
getting
right
hit
there.
by semis.
Right. No,
Looking
but-
for
Wins
attention.
just
But
by
really,
being
like-
having to deal with that world. Yeah.
Yeah. When you see him like in the further and stuff, and you see how scared he is when he sees
Oh,
his
yeah.
dad, I think he did really well with that. And he even like in the newest one, like I felt like he did really well too. Like he's a good actor.
I feel like you and I liked the new one more than a lot of other people did.
Oh,
Yeah,
is that the newest
I
one in
agree.
the theaters?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The red door.
Yeah.
I feel like Ashley and I did like that a lot more. Than a lot
I
of other
just
people
love
did.
that it came back to their family because I love that family.
Yeah, me
Like
too.
you almost feel like you're a part of the family.
I can rewatch it. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, so how about you, Kira? What's your number 7?
Oh, I'm not even going to go into too much detail because Ashley already mentioned this, but Christina Ricci in the Addams Family franchise in general. Yes, I just thought she was awesome. No explanation needed. The best Wednesday Addams.
Yeah.
She was great.
She was. She really, really was.
And she did so good from going from Wednesday and then Kat and Casper. Like, she's just a great.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Even in Yellow Jackets today, she's just an amazing actress in general.
She was in Wednesday.
She wasn't.
It was really cool to have her as like a little Easter egg.
Oh, yeah, she was. Yep.
She ended up
Whenever someone watches that and they're like, "Who's that?" I'm like,
I don't know.
Wait, what?
Like her, so she was in Cursed too.
You don't know who that is?
"Yeah, that's it. You can't be watching this. You gotta go."
Get out
Turn
of
this shit
here.
off. How about you, Mika?
Oh, I picked. So I have another as a combo deal again, but I did Mercy and Jonas from The Witch.
Oh, that's a good one.
The
I like
Village.
them.
Yes. So those,
That's a good one. I like The
two.
Witch.
They just really freaked me out in the
I am
movie.
the Witch in the Woods.
It was very, very
Oh, them
creepy.
twins.
So I had to put them on my list because that's one of my favorite films, and that they just really do a good job. Those two. So yeah, that's my
One of
list.
the best period pieces in horror I've seen. Like
That's always the
the
top of my
accuracy
list.
that Eggers went to make that film, phenomenal.
Yeah, I
Phenomenal.
love it. I love it.
All right, we will catch up on the chat before we get to our number 6, where I will be a cheater, pumpkin eater.
Did you look at my list?
Swear to God, I will body slam you.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good
Shining
one.
Twins,
Yeah.
Brandon, and Dr. Abra.
Yeah.
It 1990 is garbage and so dated, and I'm
Oh, no, to each his own, but I.
Yeah, live your life, but damn.
I know. It's like, ooh, ouch.
instead of being canceled.
Why are you the way that you are?
Nancy from Jason Lives, Nicole from The Sixth Sense, Ashley a list peeker. Who would have thought?
The
I don't
drama.
know.
You motherfucker, you.
You motherfucker.
The Children from the School Bus from The Children 1980.
Oh,
Oh,
Perfectly
I love
manicured
The Lost
nails.
Boys. Yes,
yes.
That's a good one. Yeah.
just rewatched that the other day.
Love
Macaulay
The Lost
freaking
Boys.
Culkin and The Bad Son.
That's a good one.
Such a
Yeah.
good movie.
Oh, you had a good son. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't remember why.
Oh.
Talking about your
I don't
children,
know.
perhaps?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, being supportive.
Oh.
Okay, well, thank you. Yeah, Macaulay Culkin is just so good in that movie.
Oh, yeah. I
Just
heard
that
a lot of
Michael
people were
Mann
upset
did.
about him in that role from Home Alone to that.
Yeah.
Just another sequel of Home Alone.
Yeah.
I'll say, to us, we watch
This
Home
is
Alone,
what
Home Alone 2,
happens
and Home
when
Alone
you
3.
leave your
Yeah.
kids home alone.
The good son is Home Alone 3 when we watch. Like, all right, guys, watching Home Alone 3. This is the one where Kevin just snapped.
And then we get the
Uh-huh.
Saw
Told you
franchise,
it.
so hey.
Oh,
Right.
there you go.
Squirt. Ugh, I don't like Code Red. Everybody's chipping
That
in.
one, I don't know.
Dr. Pepper always.
Oh,
Funny
Dr.
enough,
Pepper.
Yes.
I love
This-
Dr. Pepper.
Yes.
Oh my
this right
gosh.
here was either going to be a hummingbird or a Dr. Pepper bottle.
You could have put a little Dr. Pepper bottle
Right
like,
here with him
drinking
drinking?
out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have. Yes, you could always add that kid.
When my mom
Love Dr.
died,
Pepper.
she was huge into hummingbirds, and Dr. Pepper's the only pop my mom ever drank. So it was down to either a Dr. But I was going to do like a glass
if
bottle, like the
you-
old school glass bottle of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
But I settled on the hummingbird.
If you took her last bottle of Dr. Pepper, you were in.
It was a bad
Yeah.
day. Bad day.
I love Dr. Pepper, so I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like a Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew versus Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
Dude,
Dr.
hands
Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
It
Dr.
depends. Like if I'm waking up in the morning after coffee, it's
Always
got to be Dr. Pepper. But if I'm like, which is weird because you would think it'd be the opposite. Like at nighttime when I'm winding down, I drink a Mountain Dew.
I drink a Mountain
see.
Dew to wine.
I know
down.
it's just how I am. Like in the
Pepper.
morning,
Always Dr.
I gotta have
Pepper.
my coffee in the morning, and then I gotta have a Dr.
You-
Pepper
you
or a
drink
squirt.
too much pop.
Yeah, I drink way too much pop. Luke from Better Watch Out. That was another good one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Christina Ricci and Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
Danny Torrance.
Nice.
Danny.
Hey Sledge, you remember me? I was here around almost 2 years ago. I
Oh, wow.
don't, but I'm glad you're back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
To be fair,
Stay
I have the
around.
mind of an 80-year-old stoner. But stick around, hang out with us, give us a list. I'd love to hear your list.
Heck yeah.
Abigail Breslin in Signs. Nice.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a really good one.
I love Signs.
And I love Abigail Breslin so big now.
Okay, Van.
Hey, Caveman.
I just watched The Lost Boys for the first time and I couldn't get into it, but I also watched Friday Night for the first time too. I like that. Exactly. If you're making me choose between the two, I'm gonna go Fright Night every time.
Me too.
But I do like The Lost Boys. I have a soft spot
for
for
Lost Boys.
Yeah.
No, see, that's the thing. I can't choose. They're two different vibes.
Oh yeah, very much so, Dice. Yep.
You drink too much pop, then proceeds to sip her pop. Ashley is a savage. All right, guys, we're up to number 6, and that'll be me starting us off. This is my one of my cheater moments, because much like you guys, no, I did not. I had to put them together, and it is Finny and Gwen from the Black Phone. I couldn't find myself to put one on this list without the other, but I also didn't want to put them at separate points of the list and have the Black Phone on here twice. I love it. I love the Black Phone. It was one of my favorite horror movies from last year. It was last year, right?
Yep.
So it's just one of the, and these two carried this movie. This movie was carried by these two.
By all of the kids, really.
Yeah.
In the movie.
And there's another movie I have coming up where kids carried the movie too, but I got to go with Finny and Gwen. I loved the Black Phone. I thought it was a lot of fun. And I'm not a lot of fun, with the subject matter.
Subject matter, yeah. But we got it,
yeah.
But
it's entertaining.
A very entertaining movie. We've watched it more than once.
Scary.
Yeah. Some very genuine jump scares in that movie too, which is hard to pick for me. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Finny and Gwen from the Black Phone.
Yeah. Okay. My number 6 is Andy Barkley. Yeah, I love him. I think he's so cute in it. I know you're like, why is it at number 6? But I think that's
it's okay.
Yeah. It's
how rude. How rude. How rude. How rude. How rude.
Stephanie Tiana.
Are you gonna do that again, or
no? I'm not gonna do it again.
You're lying. I'm gonna start talking. You're gonna do it again. No. I know you.
Seriously, I'm not.
Don't do it again.
So, anyways,
my
here we go.
metal ass.
Okay, I'll seriously stop now. I'm sorry.
Wow.
He comes back from one of those cuts. Ken is not in screen.
I know, boy.
Boy's knocked out like he watched the first Halloween movie.
All right, I'm about to just go. Okay, you're shitting on my franchise. You don't like my.
I know. I hated on it. Wow, I love Halloween, Ashley.
It's all right. You get used to it.
That's really honestly the best part about being married for 18 years is you get to have fun like this and know that
this is not fun to me. Okay, this is fun. Okay. Anyways, Andy Barkley, he's cute. Like his acting in the first one isn't like the greatest, but I think because he's so cute, like it doesn't matter. you know what I mean.
Trust me, I do know.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's what you get for having Danny at number 7.
Fair enough. Stop looking at my list, damn it!
I can't help it. My eyes are just like going there. Like, can you just move it?
You like it's a pretty big list, isn't it? Hard to keep your eyes off it.
It's okay. It's average.
Ooh, fighting words.
So how about you, Kira? What's your number 6?
Oh yeah, so I put Ophelia from Pan's Labyrinth. I don't know if people actually count this as like horror. I do. I feel like it's very scary.
Oh yeah, it's a horror movie.
Yeah,
to me. I think yes, her character. It was so. I think it was even though it was dark, it was very beautiful, and I loved like her quest for a better life and like kind of the trials and tribulations she went through in the real world to this other world. And kind of the ending, I really enjoyed the ending, so I had to put Ophelia. I think that's overlooked a lot, and it was really a good movie.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I must say, when you have a creature that looks like Mitch McConnell, it's a horror movie.
For sure. Yeah.
Besides, I'm rolling.
You know what I just realized?
What?
You know what today is? Today's Monday.
Yeah.
What came out today?
What?
A new episode of Futurama.
Oh.
And we missed it. I thought it was Sunday.
Sitting here like, what came out today?
And I totally missed it. We'll have to watch
Is
tonight,
that
yeah.
on Hulu?
It is.
It is.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you can rewatch episodes at least.
Exactly.
I know, but like people
Be
have seen
easy,
it.
Ken. It'll be there.
It's your
It's
fault.
okay.
You took a nap.
I did take a
you
nap
chose
today.
nap or Futurama.
If I'd have known that Futurama was today, I wouldn't have taken a nap.
Yes, you would have.
So what came out today?
He
Oh,
didn't
give
get
everybody-
a nap in to stay up till 10 p.m.
Giving
I know.
everybody heart attacks over here trying to watch cinemas like, what?
No, it's just my Futurama.
I know.
Yeah.
Love it.
I know, it's
I
my
chose.
favorite.
Let me see. What did I do? Oh, let me see those. Okay, so I chose Marty from Silver Bullet.
Oh, I love that one.
So yes, I just love that one. Marty is so cool. I love how he doesn't let his disabilities kind of hinder him or keep him down. And I also think he had the coolest like wheelchair. I just loved it. It was just so like awesome. And I just love the relationship between him and his uncle and his family. That's another great one. So yeah, Marty. I just love that movie, Silver Bullet.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Great
That was
choice.
on my list. It was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And that is also an amazing holiday movie because that is totally a 4th of July movie.
Yep.
Look
at that.
4th of July, Halloween, like they cover a lot.
Oh, yeah, they
goes over,
do,
like, a
yes.
year.
Yes, they do. So how about you, Dice? What's your number 6?
Well, I know it's already been mentioned a few different times. However, I would like to highlight a different character from said film, Mark from The Good Son.
Oh,
Because he's actually the good one.
Oh,
He's
he
the
is.
good one, yeah.
Oh, yes.
I mean, this
Elijah.
tiny infant Elijah Wood, who is totally willing to throw down, apparently. So that's nice. I've been a fan of Elijah Wood for a long time, so once again to see him as against Macaulay Culkin of all people, very interesting.
Yeah.
Right. Which is funny because those were like two of the most popular kids at that time.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
You had, Culkin was in like Home Alone and all that shit, and Elijah Wood was in Back to the Future 2.
Bobby Fischer.
Yeah. So like, I wanted to say Free Willy, but he's not the one punching the whale.
Flipper.
Oh, no. I forget that kid's name.
Flipper. That's what it was. I knew it was one of those.
Yeah,
one of those fishy films.
Yeah,
Something involving something with fish.
Yeah, water.
Ocean. Whale. Dolphin.
Whale.
Wow.
Whale. Anyways.
Well, we'll get back to the chat here for a second. Number 6, Jamie Lloyd. Yes, it was Rory Culkin in Signs.
Yeah.
Angela from Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
I was wrong one time in the 90s too. Danny from The Shining.
Mm-hmm.
List Peaker Wars. There's no wars. There's just one List Peaker here.
Whatever. I
Whoever loses
your
gets paper
eyes
cuts.
on my list.
Nope.
Boy.
Jamie Lloyd. I don't have Jamie Lloyd on my phone.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
They're really brothers in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Black Phone was my favorite movie from last year.
Yes.
It was in my top 3.
Yes.
Is it a hot take that the first Evil Dead is my least favorite in the franchise?
No.
It's my least favorite too. Honestly.
It's not. It's my second least favorite.
Yeah, it's my least favorite too. And that's not a jab at the film. I think the film's great.
Yeah.
But the rest of the franchise is just so good that OG is lower for me.
It definitely. I don't know. It doesn't age well.
Yeah, it's
I guess.
dated.
Yeah.
Definitely dated. Claudia from Interview with the Vampire. Jamie Lloyd is lower for me. I wish we could have got more Jamie. I hated the way her story ended.
Yeah.
Corey Haim. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Ooh, sorry.
All day, every day, every second of the day. Chucky over Mikey Myers.
My boy Mike.
Forever.
No.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mike.
Oh,
No.
Ashton. We were starting to get on good terms again. Lindsay and Tommy from Halloween '78. I fell asleep reading that. Leo DiCaprio in Critters 3, which is funny because Leo DiCaprio hates that movie. He hates that movie. He openly talks about how he regrets that movie, and I'm like, bro, you killed it. Like, what are you talking about? It was awesome.
Yeah.
What if he got an Oscar from that?
Oh my god.
A horror movie about a Captain Crunch serial killer. I would love it.
Captain
It
Crunch.
starts with your
Love it.
gums.
Could you imagine, like, someone walks in the house and all of a sudden you see the hands come out and grab their head and like, it's crunch time, bitch.
It's crunch
Yeah.
time.
I love this
I can see it. I could see it. And serial killer. See what you did there.
Yeah.
Can I plaster this on our wall? So, people that walk in know that people think I'm funny.
We got a pin there.
I love this. I love this. At least Jason Goes to Hell is entertaining. Nathan, you want to take this outside? God, I love that. Holly, yeah, the little girl from the first Saw movie. Very underrated part of that movie, actually.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Dr. Gordon's daughter.
No.
Millie Shapiro as Charlie in Hereditary.
Yep.
She still steals the show.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's like the sweetest person.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's so, and she's like super little.
Yeah.
Like Ashley and I got to meet her, and she was just like she's very small, and I was like, oh, you're the cutest little thing. I want to take you home and put you on my wall. Put a see if you do mean things at night. Love it.
Weird.
There's 3 Calkins in The Good Son. That is
Yeah,
right.
Oh, yeah, there was.
I know
Yep.
his sister was his real
Sister
sister.
was-
His
yeah.
sister was in it, and then the baby,
Baby, yep.
The one he killed.
the one he killed.
Yeah.
Nice. Is that a real skeleton behind you?
Yes, you see, this is my relative, a cousin we don't speak to anymore. No, this fake, of course. Vincent, the skeleton. Had to get a
Beautiful
life-size one. He's almost as tall as me.
Okay, I want a 12-foot skeleton to put in my front yard, and I want to
Oh,
decorate
get
it
it.
for every holiday. I would leave it out there all year
Yeah.
long. I would put a
Good,
Santa hat on it
actually.
for. That's
Put
what
a
I
bow and
want.
arrow in its hand for
Yes.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
Totally
they're like $400, but I'm gonna get one.
worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great, Sean. The way that the chemistry between these two throughout the movie, fantastic.
Mhm.
Loved it. I've never wanted to throw things off the turnpike more. Cat from Casper.
Can I keep you?
Oh,
Yeah, he was great in The Faculty, and Daddy's Home. He was just nuts in that movie.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Jonathan from Terrifier 2.
Mm.
Someone please explain to me how the hell this stream only has 23 likes. I would like an explanation for that as well.
Oh, true.
Like it.
Thanks, guys. The kids from Quiet Place 2.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks,
I
Ashley.
never think of Quiet
Back
Place.
to my
At
fellow Halloween
least
fan.
someone's got my back.
Can't beat the words from Jack Nicholson. Danny Boy Red Rum.
Oh.
Love it.
Mhm.
So now we are up to number 5, and that'll be the list peeker starting us off.
Yeah. All right. Scoot over and I'll look at your list more. Anyways,
I thought she was going to be punching something. If you know what I mean.
what? I'm just gonna rip your list.
Meanie.
Maybe. My number 5 is Doris from
Ouija.
Yeah.
Great
Oh my
choice.
gosh, I forgot.
Lou Wilson, she is such a
think
she's
of that
a
one. That's a
great
good one.
child actor. And she killed it. I feel like she is
So
one of
damn good.
not that the
Looked good
movie's
in
bad
that.
in any way because the movie's awesome, but she is one of like the highlights of that movie. She's super creepy, especially when she gets possessed and like her mouth is wide open and she just
yeah. Oh my
nails
God.
the creepiness
scene.
and yeah, and just like the things that she says to her older sister's boyfriend, and then she just goes on like
Yeah.
she's this cute little innocent child.
Oh, when she talks about strangling someone to
yeah,
death?
and how
That's
it's
just normal younger sibling
Yeah.
versus like
Yeah.
boyfriend girlfriend behavior. I don't know.
right. That's normal, just
Yeah.
talking about how painful it is to be strangled to death, and then be like, "Oh, have a good night, lover boy."
I'm off to
Oh
watch
my
My Little
God.
Pony.
Frightening.
Yeah, she's a great actor.
That is a good one. I didn't even think about that one. Yeah, I didn't even think about
Very
that
good
one.
one. What about you, Kira? You're number 5.
Oh, so again, not going to spend too much time on this one because Ashley already mentioned it. But Cole from The Sixth Sense, no explanation needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had to put it like a higher up. I felt like that was just such a great performance.
He did great.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Mika?
Oh, it was already mentioned. I saw someone mention in the chat, but I had to go with my girl Claudia with Interview with the Vampire. That's one of my favorite vampire films, and she is just like so menacing, and to be a child, and how lethal she is.
Petty, but we're here for it.
Yes, love it. So had to go with Claudia.
Great
Yes.
pick. Underrated film, too.
Oh, very much so,
I
yep.
love it.
What about you, Dice?
This will be an interesting little callback, if you will, a little tie-in, if you will, for those in the know. Tim from Phantasm 3 Lord of the Dead.
Hey!
Oh wow, that's a good one.
Yes.
One of those times where
I rewatched
the kid could have easily been very annoying, but he wasn't. And as I've said in another video on this channel, he actually backs up the fact that he can stand up for himself, defend himself.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Yeah, I mean he's good at making gadgets and his like frisbee with the
saw.
The saw frisbee. Yeah.
Frisbee's.
He can definitely defend himself.
I'm gonna go at number 5. The list peeker stole from me. Fool. People Under the Stairs.
Yes.
Great film. Great protagonist. You're always rooting for him. And the shit this kid goes through inside that house is just absolutely insane. So,
cardio.
Oh yeah, and I've always loved the film even before I knew it was Ashley's favorite horror movie. It's been a film that's been a watch of mine for a very long time, and it was one of the things that connected Ashley and I when I was like, what's your favorite horror movie? And she was like, People on the Stairs. I was like, the fucking what? Someone else likes that movie? Yes. I was
Here's the ring now.
Right. Yeah. We were sold at that point. So, I definitely. What?
You told me yours was House. I was like, oh.
We're gonna have to think about this for a couple hours.
Yeah. Ask me again.
Yeah.
10 years.
So now that my heart's been broken again, People Under the Stairs, Fool, fantastic movie, fantastic young actor. Yep. Also was a hell of a pitcher in the Sandlot, so gotta give him some extra points for that right arm.
Yeah.
So, all right, we will catch up on the chat real quick, and then we will get to our number 4. That one. 4. Where are we at? Okay, Gage from Pet Cemetery.
Oh yeah, always.
And what would you do if your child owned a life-size doll? Depends on 2 things. 1, what the life-size doll was, and 2, where's it located? Those are the 2 things I need to know. I'm actually gonna say 3, which kid, because that's also gonna be a big determining factor.
Okay.
Which kid of mine it is, because it's 3 very, very different children.
Yeah.
Caroline from Poltergeist, yes. Heather O'Rourke, very untimely.
So tragic.
Terrible. Harry Cooper's daughter from Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, that's a good one.
She definitely took a bite out of that role.
She's good with gardening tools, though.
She is.
She is.
See, zombies don't always have to bite to kill you. Caroline.
Caroline.
Oh, see, popular.
Minxie from Jeepers Creepers 2 and Andy Barkley from Child's Play 1 and 2. Way too much.
Like Jeepers Creepers 2 getting love tonight.
I wonder what your number 1 is, Ken.
None of your goddamn business, list peaker. Chelsea and Amityville
He
remake.
got 1 number, okay? I should have just never said anything. I should have just lied. That's what I get. That's what I get.
Yeah, honesty.
That's the. Oh, okay.
I'm assuming The Witch.
Wisher in the Woods. Watcher in the Woods. Watcher in the Woods. Yes, great movie. Disney's. It's a real horror movie made by Disney. The Watcher in the Woods.
That's why you don't hear about it.
Right. Great movie though. Mika and Kira, you are beautiful ladies. Everyone, make sure to go subscribe to their podcast. I completely agree.
Nice. Thanks.
Yeah. Again, yes, it really depends on what the doll is and which kid.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
I'm gonna be nervous because like she's her own person. I can't listen. I'm their dad. I can tell them what to do, but I do want them to be their own people. I give them advice. I guide them. I would never tell them you can't do this unless it's like, hey, Dad, can I go jump off the roof head first? No, you can't do that.
I mean, we do have a Elsa doll.
We do have a life-size Elsa doll.
Yeah.
That's creepy as shit.
It
that I have to mow the lawn with.
Yeah, and she like doesn't have an arm anymore because Kelly broke it, and she still keeps the stupid thing, and yeah.
So whenever
it sings and it just turns on in the middle of the night, and
yeah.
like,
no, she'll have to go.
We put it in like Spanish mode, and it was singing in Spanish mode.
Habla
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
It's a whole thing. Yeah.
It's all
So when I'm
freaking
mowing the
out.
yard, I'm out there on my lawnmower. I got Kenley on one leg and Elsa on the other, and people driving by think I'm
Listen,
fucking
one
insane.
arm.
Oh no.
What the hell's
Yeah,
wrong
it's
with you?
like
Let it go, bro.
dangling.
Let it go.
Well,
Gotta get a new one.
Let it go.
I know.
You guys gotta track down a brand new one.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
Don't.
And here's Ken going,
She's just really she's like Sid in Toy Story.
She really is. She really fucking is. Just better looking.
Yeah.
So now we are up to number 4, and that will be Kira starting us off at number 4.
Oh yeah, so I know a lot of people don't count this movie as horror, like more sci-fi. I say horror and sci-fi. I said Newt and Aliens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had to put it on my list. I have to.
Totally horror.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I know.
Yeah.
I know people can say
I
that's
know,
not.
so yeah, but I love it. Yeah, and I said I feel like Newt, like that, all the women in that was great, but Newt like stood her own in that. Yeah, like as a kid, I think like true horror of what nightmares are made of, like the aliens tackled it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Get away
Yeah,
from
that's
her,
what
you
you wanted.
bitch.
Yeah, let's put Newt in
No,
there.
Newt is
Yes,
good. Yeah,
I
I like
love Newt.
Newt.
No, great choice. I would love for someone to come up to me with a straight face and be like, "Bro, Aliens is not a horror movie."
Oh,
I
I've
will
heard that
stone
kid
cold-
so many
I will
times. Like,
stone cold stunner them into the
I
stratosphere.
mean, he literally like skins people
I
alive.
know, literally, so many
And
people.
keeps them alive.
Yeah,
And
that would be a wrap. Like I said, Stone Cold Stunner to Saturn. So,
Thank you, kid.
how
Yes.
about you,
Like,
Mika?
it's horror, yes.
Oh, so and I saw this mentioned in the chat too, but I had to go with Charlie from Hereditary.
Oh.
And again, like we said, we know she's not in the film for the whole thing, but she does to me make the biggest impact.
Oh my god.
So I just think
Really?
great character. We know the scene in the movie. That movie just still to me like just perfect. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Charlie for Hereditary.
nice.
Great choice.
Mhm.
How about you, Dice? What's your number 4?
Abra from Dr. Sleep.
Oh yeah, she made the list. Yeah.
So mad that I didn't have it on the list.
Mhm.
That's
I know. I
Shame.
didn't think about it
There
either.
you go.
Yeah.
Shame. We always appreciate a girl who has lovely abilities and knows how to use them, you know?
Yes.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
would love a sequel that's just Abra based,
Yeah.
like Abra with The Shining. Like,
Mhm.
Just interacting with, like, Ghost Danny.
yeah,
Spoilers.
that's.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I'm actually mad at you for how good that.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Not the first time.
My number 4 is from a movie that not a lot of people have seen. Not a lot of people. It kind of flew under people's radar, and I'm going with Oliver from Come Play.
Oh,
Dice,
wow,
that's a
Master
good one.
Underrated.
Um,
Yeah, that's a good one. Dang.
So I'm not going to spoil the movie for anybody that hasn't seen it because I
I enjoyed
strongly
that one.
recommend you watch Come Play
Yeah.
because it's a fantastic movie.
That was really
That's
good.
emotional too. That got me. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very emotional.
Oh, I know. Oh,
movie
yeah,
that
and then
Oliver is very low functioning autism. He has to use an iPad for communication. He has problems looking in people's eyes, eye contact, which is another big thing with autism. And the kid that played it does not have autism.
He nailed it. He did so good.
Yes, and he did a very, very good job. And what I like about this movie is it wasn't pandering.
He portrayed autism like
Respectfully.
respectfully for
Yes.
sure.
He wasn't having meltdowns and throwing chairs and you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't like the cliche type stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I had to literally do research to find out if the kid was autistic or not because of how well he portrayed the role.
Mhm.
When I have to do that, there's times where you watch the movie and they're like, "This is so disrespectful and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
over the top that it's not even
Right.
believable." Oliver reminds me of my nephew.
He does.
In all the best ways. My nephew's a goddamn genius that will work for NASA or Elon Musk doing space shit someday. He's just, I look up to him and he's 10. Like he's just like his brain is on a whole nother level when it comes to numbers. And Bryson, our nephew, I love you, buddy, and I'm so proud of you. You are an amazing human being. That's going to be something very special someday. And watching, this movie really. Autism is the biggest charity that Ashley and I do as well. Jasmine's Voice is a charity that we do locally around here. They supply iPads for kids in Michigan and now Ohio, Northern Ohio and Eastern Indiana, they supply autistic children with iPads. So they have communication. They pay for the iPad. They supply it to them.
Yeah. Which is awesome because 100% of the donations
100% of the money goes to iPads.
Yeah, like they're
they take no overhead. Jasmine's voice is one that is just very special to us because one, it started in Adrian, which is about 10 minutes away from us, where we both actually grew up. And Jasmine herself is an amazing individual that she's low functioning autism. She uses an iPad for communication as well. Jasmine and her parents are very special people that Ashley and I respect very much for all their contributions to trying to help other children. And that's all they want to do. When they were first going through everything that they were going through with Jasmine, it was harder to try to find iPads and tablets and things.
Well, just for them to communicate with her in general, because they not always knowing what she needed, and now she can communicate with them.
And at Jasmine's young age, that wasn't available technology like it is now. So that they put 100% of the money towards purchasing iPads, sending off iPads, and helping with any type of educational treatments they can to help children with low functioning autism. And it's, like I said, it's a very special charity to Ashley and I. And we're just very proud to know these people and know the hard work that they do to try to help children, because I don't think there's anything better than that. With no overhead taken out. Special people. So, but back to Oliver. He kills it in this role.
He does.
Very believable.
This is another one. The ending made me cry.
The waterworks came at the end. But yeah, it's a fantastic movie with a fantastic cast all around. All the kids were great.
And
what I love about this movie is, in a lot of movies where you have the shithead bully, they don't get a redemption arc. The head bully in this movie gets a redemption arc. You find out why the bully is the way he is. He's kind of justified. Maybe not to go as far as he did. But he's hurt too. And it's just, if you haven't seen Come Play, it's another movie Ashley and I can't recommend enough. We were lucky enough to go on Dice's channel and talk about it, on how much it meant to us and why it's so special to us. So it's just a movie that is very, very close to Ashley and I's heart.
The first episode of the podcast, no less.
It was a good episode.
We were so proud to be a part of that.
We were, yes.
You want to give us your number 4, my love?
Yeah, so my number 4 has already been talked about a couple of times, and I also put the two together, and that's Gwen and Vinny from Black Phone. Like you guys talked, just the brother and sister relationship, it feels so real, and they're both really just great actors, and you feel for them, and I really like that movie. And
we got to meet her a couple weeks ago at Horror Hound, and I told her straight up, I said, the scene where you're getting the belt in the kitchen was so believable.
It was hard to watch.
It tore us up.
And
I was like, I don't want to be that weird guy, but you have a very bright future ahead of you. Your chops are great. Madeline McGraw, you were fantastic in the film.
She was really good.
We were very proud to watch that. So we were very, very honored to have her.
Just when she goes to bat, and then her brother's getting beat up, and she starts helping her with the bully.
What's she say to the detective? I'm the grabber, you fart knocker. That's
you dumb fucking fart knocker.
Yes, that's what it was. Yes, I love that shit.
Badass.
Yeah.
See, most people would be going, "Oh no, I'm over here going."
All right, so that's everybody's done their number 4, so we will catch up on the chat real quick. There it is. He's on my list. I love him. But all my friend jumped off the roofs head first. That's something Chloe would say too. I knew it, Nathan. I knew it. Wednesday, Isaac from Children of the Corn, which Children of the Corn versus will be out next month as well. That was
fun.
Chore. Corey the Feldman. Yes. Oh man. I love this. If she can pick Newt, we select John Connor.
Yeah.
And Terminator 2 is more action, but I still feel there's horror elements.
Yeah, me too.
Your foster parents are dead. and he's sitting there with that thing through his mouth. Like
I know, yeah. It's horror elements.
Yeah.
Cole and Phoebe from the Babysitter franchise.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The girl who dressed as a witch and loved jack-o'-lanterns and trick-or-treat.
Rhonda.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dice and Rhonda. Uh-huh.
Samara and Aiden.
Yeah.
That's a good choice.
Oh,
Aiden,
yeah, Aiden.
she never sleeps.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I
was
loved
good.
Aiden.
Yeah.
That kid, he was good.
He was kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You helped her,
Yeah, he
Rachel?
was.
I know.
She never
I
sleeps.
know Rachel.
right? Owning a Lily D. No thanks. Drew Barrymore and Firestarter. Wednesday from the Adam.
was good.
Of course. Pick Randy. All the children of Beware Children at Play. Ooh.
Oh, yes, he had
They were there. I like them. They're good. Mia Farrow and Rosemary's Baby. Ugh, that movie wrecks me.
Oh,
I would say the baby more than Mia Farrow, but Reagan from The Exorcist. Yeah. Firestarter OG was fire. All right, so we are to our top 3. We are at our Olympic medals now. So I'm going to be a cheater on this one too, but we're going to start off with Mika.
Wow.
so it was just mentioned in the chat, and I had to put it because I had to make my list, but I put Regan from The Exorcist.
Regan.
Yeah, because like out of all the movies, that's still one of the movies. I think of the movies that actually still scares me and did a good job of scaring me, and that one is always at the top. And just her performance, Linda Blair, for that film was just amazing. So it always has to be in my list. So it's going to be high up there. So I'll go with that as my number 3.
Perfect.
Nice. Yeah.
All right, what about you, Dice?
Mike from Phantasm.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
That's a
The
good
mini
one.
MacGyver. Yes. The one who says, "Oh, let me fix your car real quick. I know what's that. Brother's going off to face this like otherworldly thing. Let me just drive that car and back him up real quick."
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's fine.
Where I'm gonna be a cheater. I have a group again, and that is Violet McGraw and our homegirl Amy Donald, Megan and Katie from Megan.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. We got to meet Violet at Horror Hound as well. She's a sweet young lady. Obviously, Amy is a very good friend of ours. Her mom, I'm not gonna say her name, just for respect, but she's an amazing woman. Ashley and I are very fond of her. They're two of the sweetest people you could ever hope to meet. We were very lucky to be able to take Amy and her mom out to lunch. Our girls got to connect with Amy, and they became very good friends. They talk on the phone now, and it's really cool that because Chloe, like I said, she's different. She's her own person, but she found someone that she connected with, and they became very good friends, and they text and stuff like that. And it was really cool to be able to finally meet them because we've been such good friends with them on social media for a long time.
Nice.
Finally be able to make that connection. It was really awesome. It was really, really cool. So out of respect, and they did great in the movie. A lot of people don't realize how hard Amy had to work to be Megan.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
She had to learn and all the flips, and it was all practically done. The running in the woods, like that's all Amy. And
Seeing that going, hell no, no.
And then Violet, not to be undersold, like there's a scene in the movie where Violet made me cry.
Yeah.
Where Katie, just the acting, it was beautiful. So we already know that Megan 2.0 has been announced. Maybe we'll have some news about that here soon. Maybe. I don't know. Stay tuned to the Sledgehammer Horror for some breaking news, hopefully soon. So, number 3, the amazing Amy Donald and Violet McGraw from Megan.
Nice.
Nice. My number 3 is Carol Ann from Poltergeist.
Yes.
She's another one. She's so cute. Like, okay, the first one, some of her acting isn't great. Like, like in the bathtub when she's got her
smiling.
eyes and she's like trying not to open her eyes. But she's so cute, you don't care. And she gets better through. Oh, sorry.
We are terrible with that one.
We
today.
are. But she gets
Everybody
better.
hold your screens real close.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And like we all talked about, she lost her life at a very young age.
Oh yeah.
And it's very tragic. You know, she
You are grounded.
that was you.
Stop! You're kicking it.
Look at me.
He's blaming me.
I feel like Joe Dirt. I can see down your shirt.
So anyways, yeah, Carol Ann.
Heather O'Rourke.
Heather O'Rourke.
Gone
Rest in
way
peace.
too soon.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So how about you, Kira?
My number 3 is Ted and Cujo.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just felt like that movie. That's always up top, like of my list. Yeah, so I said, "Oh my God, talk about frightening." And they were going through it. Him and his mother, that car, that whole film. So you can just see the sheer terror in this kid.
Yeah.
Like I think he committed to the scenes. So definitely Ted made my list. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, great choice. So before we get to our silver medal, we will catch up on the chat real quick. Mika, you did start us off at 3, right?
Yep.
Okay. Just want to make sure I didn't skip you again. Being a dick. Pet Cemetery 2, no one has mentioned Pet Cemetery 2 yet.
Oh, I remember Pet Cemetery too. Yes, I like Pet
No one
Cemetery.
picked Glenda.
Yeah, what the
I
fuck?
kept it to human kids for now. But Esther from Orphan. There it is. Henry from The Good Son. Angel Blake from Blood on Satan's Claw. Never seen that
Oh, I
one.
haven't seen that. Oh, let me write that.
Yeah. Esther is so good. Reagan. Yeah. Terry from The Gate. Yes. His friend.
Oh, that's a
That's
good
the guy that taught me how to
one.
spin the record backwards, man.
Yes.
Terry.
Oh my God, throwback. You gotta watch The
Yes.
Gate again.
The mama. Why don't you say love for everything?
Oh my God.
Mama.
Yeah.
The mama.
God damn. Wolfman's got nards. God, I love Monster Squad. Who are your favorite characters from Stranger Things?
Steve. Thank you.
Gosh,
I like Dustin.
Dustin.
Yeah.
11.
11. Yeah. That was mine.
Yeah.
It's one of the shows where I just genuinely love. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jonathan.
Everyone, but
I really, really like Jonathan.
I like Jonathan.
One of I feel like the best moments in the whole show that's ever happened in all the seasons was in this newest season when he had the talk with Will about how I'm your brother. I don't care who you are, no matter what. I'm here for you. He knows he's gay, you know, and he's just telling him it doesn't matter. I've been distant. I've been smoking a lot of weed. You know, I've been stoned out of my mind for this last year, but sometimes bigger things happen than Legos in the nose. And I love you, and I'm here for you. That's another. This newest season broke me a couple times. That was
it had a lot of
emotional
good scenes. Yeah.
Yes.
I
So
love
Jonathan would be up
whenever-
there.
Whenever Will's mentioned and the whole, what do you mean he's gay? When was he gay? I'm like,
We
Go
said that
back!
in season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, in season 1, we were like, he's gay. Like, you know, he's always, all you want to do is hang out with girls. You know, like, you knew then that he was gay. And it's just like, people have been gay in movies for a long time. Man.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's been happening for a long time.
No, it's
go back and watch Rope. Enjoy.
Right.
Oh.
You know, like, it's just like,
Gotta
I
rewatch
don't know,
that.
man. Like, that's, it to me, and they're like, oh, it's not important to the story. That's a huge part of Will's story, is the fact that he's closeted. Because he's dealing with all this other stuff that he feels like he has to stay in the closet for this.
Well,
like,
I feel like that's kind of why he was taken. He was isolated. He feels almost isolated from his group.
right.
Like
That's
Oh,
a huge part of his story.
Yeah.
So, and that moment with him and Jonathan was just
that was nice.
epic.
I loved it.
That was epic. You know, because you're watching it and you're just like, because you've seen these moments like Will when he's crying in the back of the van. You know, like when he's and when he's showing the picture. You know, he's always been in love with Mike. You know, and it's just like, God, man, it doesn't matter if you're gay, straight. You know, it doesn't matter. Like, love is love, and if you're in love with somebody, it's hard to watch that person be in love with someone else. Like, it really is. You know, so those are the moments. I think that these are the moments why the later episodes mean more to me, because I feel like I get a lot more emotion out of these moments in the later seasons. I feel like the acting is phenomenally better.
Mhm.
Again, I love every season, but
Yeah.
that was a
this
big
is
one.
an emotional one.
Yeah, for sure.
This season.
Oh yeah, love them.
Yeah.
Love them.
Ah.
Taylor Swift pushed the remake forward of The Exorcist because
really?
Taylor Swift's tour movie is coming out, so they were like, push The Exorcist up a week.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's
Dead
right.
serious.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
I get what
I
you
was
said. Okay.
I was like,
Taylor Swift versus Exorcist. What timeline are we in?
Taylor Swifticus.
Yeah, push
The
it up.
Exor-Swift.
Exorcist.
That's what we'll do. The Exor-Swift. That sounds better.
Exorcist.
Sam from the Babadook. It got mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Angela from Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah.
Steve and Lucas.
Oh,
Isaac
yeah.
from Born. I knew you would. I knew you would. Jesse from Nightmare 2. I know the movie isn't well received. Oh, it's one of the best in the franchise.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love it.
I know Dice is a huge fan of Nightmare 2.
Mm-hmm.
Got videos to prove it.
Very much, yes. I worked very hard for this.
We are up to our silver medal now, and that'll be Dice starting us off at number 2.
Well, this ought to look really interesting, given favorite movies of this particular group. As a matter of fact, Fool, The People Under the Stairs.
Oh, yeah, yay! Made it to the top 2.
Yes. I mean, I like one of my favorite characters of that movie is actually Roach.
Oh,
but once again, I kind of see him more as like teen, maybe.
Yeah.
So Fool is like the kid.
Yeah.
So yes, we are here for Fool and how he stands up to these obviously very racist grown-ups right here. So
Wes Craven totally tackled a lot of racism and
social economic,
socioeconomic.
Just status. We're the rich people, so we look down on them in the project. Let's get them out of their house so we can bulldoze it down. Like it's.
I mean, that's pretty much how I look at what a rich person's house is anyway, like a death trap. That seems about right. Yeah.
I still love it. We have it in our intro. Put the gun down now, or kiss your ass goodbye. Like we have that in our intro. That's how much that means to us. So.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. All right, so my number 2, Carol Ann. And the reason I'm putting her on is not because of Poltergeist. It's not because of Poltergeist 2. It's not because of Poltergeist 3. It's because of all 3 of them together. Her collective role in all 3 of these movies and just the growth she had between these 3 movies before she lost her life at such a young age. What breaks me is she could have been saved. It's a medical misdiagnosis that took this young lady's life. And I know we've talked about it on here before, but if you get the chance to watch cursed films on Shudder, they do a lot of justice to Heather O'Rourke and a lot of the behind the scenes and how the first day of filming, she walked up to the director of Poltergeist 3 and was like, I'm going to be watching you because I want to be a director when I grow up. And she was just a sweet little girl and very hardworking, and she had a very, very bright future. And one thing that actually I did say during the remake of Poltergeist, something we have to give a lot of credit for, there's no Carol Ann in the Poltergeist remake. Her name's Maddie in the Poltergeist remake. And they casted almost the exact opposite of Heather O'Rourke.
Yeah, she's got darker hair.
She's got darker hair, darker eyes, a different name. Carol Ann, there's only one Carol Ann. And they did that. So out of respect for this young lady, in the Poltergeist remake, they purposely renamed the character.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a beautiful thing to do.
For sure.
Poltergeist 3, we'll be defending that movie very soon.
We will.
I'm a huge fan of Poltergeist 3.
We are a huge fan.
We are huge fans of Poltergeist 3, and Heather steals the show in that movie. You're so declassé. She's a wonderful young actress, and she's one of those what could have beens in my eyes. What could she have done in her life? Whether even if it didn't continue the acting and she went on to directing. I love seeing women-led, written, produced, directed films. I think it's phenomenal when we especially a young lady at 12 years old that was talking about I'm gonna watch you because that's what I want to do. That's impressive, very impressive. So, Carol Ann, Poltergeist, my number 2.
Nice.
Yep.
My number 2 is Amy Donald from Megan.
Oh, nice.
I really enjoyed the movie. I felt like she really did make that doll come alive, and like you said, all the dance moves and you know, just the way she had to move her body in general to become this doll. Like she did a really good job.
Yes,
and
she did.
She's a sweet girl. Her mom's a very amazing mom and very supportive. But yeah, I think you pretty much nailed it when you talked about
And that's the big thing about her mom too. Like her mom, she's not that stereotypical Hollywood mom that you hear about.
She's really not. She's just like super sweet.
She
like
wants
down
to be
to
behind
earth.
the scenes.
Yeah,
she just wants what's best for her daughter.
Yeah.
She's just she wants her daughter to be successful, but she's not going to exploit her.
Right.
She's amazing. Her Amy, again, I'm not going to say her name out of respect. I don't know if she wants her name out there, but Amy's mom is a very, very well-rounded person and a very respectful parent that I think is just amazing.
Yeah.
Love her to death. Genuinely love her to death. Kira, you want to give us your number 2?
Oh, yeah. So I'm not going to go too much into it because I don't know if it was mentioned yet or maybe in the chat. Just Danny Torrance from The Shining. Like, I just feel like no explanation. That's all. Like, Shining is one of my favorite films in general. So I feel like he carried the entire film. Him and Jack Nicholson, of course. Oh, yeah, Shelley Long. Everyone. But, like, yes, I just thought, like, how frightening, like, was it to be in the midst of this big, scary place and then and basically trying to survive it.
Daddy's gone nuts.
yes, basically, yeah. So, of course, Danny Torrance had to be up there. So,
yeah.
Nice.
Completely agree.
Another movie that still freaked me out.
Oh, I know. I love it. I love The Shining.
There's a lot of people. Like, I didn't have Linda Blair. I didn't have Danny. I didn't have Damien from The Omen. I wanted to keep these off my list because I knew they were going to get talked about a lot. But that's not a shade thrown at them.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't throwing shade. You're no cap. You know, I'm just saying, like,
no cap.
Of course,
I got that Riz. You know,
every time he does this, I get 5 years taken off my life. Hashtag stop caring.
Do not get that trending. All right, so Mika, you want to give us your number 2?
Yes, you guys already mentioned him, but he's high up on my list because it's one of my favorite movies too, and I just think he did well. So Cole from The Sixth Sense, I just loved it. Oh, he's one of my favorite movies still, and I still watch it to this day, even though I know the ending. But it's just a great film, and like I said, that scene with him and Toni Collette in the car at the end, just love it. So just great. So and sometimes I'll just watch that scene like on YouTube and just watch that scene. So it's just great. So that's gonna be.
Are you talking about the car scene?
Yeah.
Yes, with him and Toni Collette.
Here's a fun behind-the-scenes fact.
That's a good one.
Ashley and I watched that movie, and she was writing our "Didn't See That Coming" script, and we cried. So we went upstairs after we printed the script, and we revised it, and we're reading the script, and we're doing our episode, and we cried. We had to pause because we cried talking about the scene.
Like I got all choked
emotional
up.
scene, yeah. So emotional.
That
So
scene was just amazing.
I cried. It was a fun
even
fact.
talking about it. So a little fun behind-the-scenes fact there. All right, we will catch up on the chat. Yeah, fun.
Us crying.
So much
fun.
So here's a fun thing. I cried.
That's me every day. Rhoda from The Bad Seed.
Oh,
Millie from Freaky Friday. Ooh, very nice.
That's a good one.
Different one.
Jenna Ortega. No. The Dream Child is my least favorite of the bunch. Part 5.
My least favorite.
Look, it's probably the worst made film. But my uncle took me and all my cousins when we were kids to see it in the theater in 3D. So it will always have a special place for me. Freddy's Dead will. So maybe the nostalgia keeps it above the Dream Child.
Nostalgia.
I don't know. It's like the Dream Child and then Freddy's Dead.
Yeah.
But
at least you have that buffer.
Right. Yeah, that's the only reason. But
Yes,
the Dream Warriors, yes. Yes, me too. Always respect people involved in the Poltergeist remake for that fact. That was awesome learning that fact. Linda Blair in The Exorcist.
Mm-hmm.
Megan is phenomenal. Miles from The Prodigy. Ooh, fantastic choice.
Oh, wow, that's a good one.
Yeah.
The Conjuring.
Oh, The Conjuring.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking about that before. Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I thought about that when he was Conjuring too. Yeah.
Conjuring too.
And guys, make sure you are subscribing to the podcast, subscribing to Dice. They have their channels in the description and in the chat. Thank you to Tatum for being so great.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Melvin counts. That boy climbed up the basketball.
Yeah.
All right, now,
I love that.
before we give our number ones, what happens if you rearrange the letters of postmen?
The postman? Like postman?
Yeah, what happens if you rearrange the letters of postmen?
You piss them off.
This even makes sense.
Yeah, it pisses them off.
Is that what it is?
Is that what it is?
You rearrange their letters, not the letters of the word.
Oh!
Like you rearrange their letters, like the mail, it pisses them off.
See, the brain went. Now wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I was like slow. I was like, what?
What do you call a woman who sounds like an ambulance?
A woman who sounds like an
A
ambulance.
siren. No, that's not it, right?
Nina. Nina.
No.
Good enough.
That one is.
All right, one more. Last night I had a dream I was a muffler. I woke up exhausted.
No.
Aw.
We're
That's so
not.
funny though. That's kind of this bad, but it's funny because I laughed at the.
Yeah, that was.
Let this
Also, I
be
just
a
wanna
testament
say-
to my patience.
I just want to say the circle is the worst shape on the planet. It doesn't have a point. So we're up to our number one, and my number one. Get it? A circle doesn't have.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
My number one. Again, it's not about the destination; it's about the journey. I think everybody that knows me knows. Before we even started this,
It's Andy Barclay.
it's Andy Barclay. Child's Play is. I'm throwing my list away so you can't peek anymore. Yet.
I don't want to look at your list because
I
I
feel,
already
I, feel
know
like
it.
I feel like I'm the grandma in that commercial, like line jumper.
Yeah.
Like, that's me to you right now.
See if I ever-
List looker.
They both
So
did
yeah,
something.
number one for me, it's definitely Andy. Like you said, there's definitely spotty moments in the first one, but he's a kid. He definitely cleans it up by the second one.
Mhm.
But a moment in the first Child's Play that doesn't get talked about enough, when Andy's in the hospital and he's looking out the window, and then he goes and he sits down and like he sinks down and he's crying and rocking by the door. That's such a sad fucking moment.
Yeah.
Like it's such a sad moment. Like,
Yeah.
and he did great. And like,
When he's in the psych ward.
yes,
Yeah.
and that's like a really good moment in that film. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not good. You're watching the kid cry, but he
Mhm.
killed that part.
Yeah.
Like, I love when kids are
Can we
scared and
watch that part
crying.
where he was crying again?
I have it on loop.
Rewind that,
Gotta
please.
Love the
twist my
emotion.
mustache. Yeah, I think that he, and he's an integral part of my childhood. Child's Play, my favorite horror franchise. It's just like I probably wouldn't be the person I am today without Chucky, without Child's Play, without Andy Barclay. Tyler could have been on this list too. I could have put Tyler and Andy as 1A and 1B because Child's Play 3 is my favorite of the franchise, and wow, like the things that Tyler does in Child's Play 3. I think he's a great little kid in that movie. Kind of annoying at times, but he's a kid actor. He's supposed to be. I'm still hoping, Don Mancini, we gotta bring De Silva or Tyler back to the Chucky TV series. Just bring him back in some capacity. You could have made Devin his kid. Devin could have been Tyler's kid. It would have worked so good. But I just, again, I love Child's Play. I'm very excited. Yeah, I digress. I love the Child's Play TV series, Chucky. I love the Child's Play franchise. Andy Barclay was destined to be my number one. So, what's your number one?
My number one is
Danny. Yeah, you're not the only one that can guess stuff.
Whatever, list peeker.
You haven't talked about her yet. This is Ashley's purse.
Oh, you just.
Oh, cool. Yeah, love it.
Yeah. So if you haven't talked about Danny yet, I don't have to peek at your list to know what your number one is.
Lies. I could feel your glare on my list.
They both would do it.
Anyways, like you talked about, she's just got the wits about her. She, embarrasses her older brother, and just how like when she is talking about how Max is gonna take her trick or treating, and he's like, "No, I'm not." She's like, "No!" Like
that gut wrenching when she throws it down.
Yeah, and she's just awesome. And then she's like, "Allison, oh Allison," like she's just cool for sure. Like she says exactly what's on her mind and doesn't care who embarrasses.
Doesn't give a fuck.
Chloe embarrasses Kenny all the time, and it's what little sisters are for. That's what they do.
And she was perfect in that role.
She was.
Oh yeah, Thorburn. Yeah,
she did great.
Yep.
And yeah, I love that movie. If you
Oh
can't tell.
I love Danny. Good choices.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect choice.
Thanks.
What about you, Kira? What's your number one?
Oh, well, I'm not going to go into too much detail because this was mentioned already, but my number one is The Exorcist, like Linda Blair as Reagan. I thought, no explanation needed. That's still, again, a film that remains scary to me. To say anything with exorcisms, stuff like that just freaks me out. But yeah, my gosh, the commitment of Linda Blair in this role. So,
yeah,
number one.
Sure.
That's awesome. I'm cautiously optimistic about the reboot, the requel.
Yeah,
I'm nervous.
We'll see what happens.
They had us sold when we saw Ellen Burns.
Oh yes, that's
so
it.
anything she's in, we love her. She's one of our favorite actors.
She'll be the highlight for me if it sucks. Hopefully it doesn't. But
all right. What about you, Mika?
Oh, you guys already said it, but it has to be number one on my list because it's my favorite Wes Craven film. So it's The People Under the Stairs. So cool.
Okay.
Of course, it's always going to be top of my list. So I just love it. And like I said, especially for us too, seeing a main character who looks like us, everything like that, and just the what they were talking about in that film, it's just been great. I just love it. And he's such a great character fool. So I just love that whole film, and we watch it all the time. So.
And I'm not trying to be subservient, but especially for us, like we're watching this movie as kids, we don't look at it through that lens. And I'm not trying to be insulting or anything, but that wasn't made for us. You know what I mean? Like I talk about that all the time. Like when you see moments like that, as a young white kid that doesn't understand racism, that didn't grow up around a lot of black people because of the town that we live in, I didn't understand the terror, the scariness that went into real life horror, like racism, and to looking back on it now, the chances that people like George Romero, Wes Craven, that these guys took to show that inclusion, which we're still seeing today because horror has been
horror,
horror,
yes,
forever.
So like to see the swings that they took, with George casting Dwayne to be Ben in Night of the Living Dead. Wes with what he was doing with the people under the stairs. You have a white man that's making this movie about social justice of ranking in society. We'll keep the black people down. Let's get them out of their ghetto apartment complex so we can tear it down. And Wes Craven's really putting his lifeline out there. For people that are like, obviously we didn't have the internet back then, for people to call Wes Craven woke, which is the goddamn stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. But
don't worry, retroactively, I'm sure someone would try.
Yeah. I can't wait till the reboot comes out and people talk about how they woke it up.
I know.
I'm ready for it.
God.
I'll be over here. All right, come on.
People were saying that about Candyman.
Candyman.
The woke Candyman. Like, have you fucking seen the original?
Yeah.
I know.
That's fuck.
Stop
watching.
horror.
Just take my copy, be like,
I'm telling you, it's just like
the forefront.
Yeah.
it is. It's always been ahead of whether it was racial issues,
think
sexual issues.
That's why I love horror so much, because it's always had
social messages.
And I love a horror movie that has a social message, but it's still scary, like that. It's still a horror movie.
And it doesn't have to be about race or sex. We just rewatched, because we did a podcast with our good friend Patrick Burrow, and we just rewatched Saw 6 to be ready for that.
A lot to do,
and that's all about the insurance stuff that was happening during the Affirmative Care Act, the Affordable Care Act. There's a lot of social talk about what insurance companies do and how they try to block people from getting insurance. When horror can come with a good message but still be a horror movie on top of it, it's not just shoving something in your face. I think that's the perfect horror movie. And watching Saw 6, which one?
Oh, the dice freeze.
Oh, I think so. Oh,
Did we lose your dice?
Uh-oh.
I think she might have froze for a second.
Oh no.
Nefarious.
I missed
Oh,
Oh.
didn't watch it. No, don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
Don't. Just
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
Exorcist 3. It's much better.
That's what I've heard. I've heard that I've had good friends. One that we are very good friends with, Dice, just telling me like, don't do it, dude. Don't do it.
I did it twice.
Oh.
I always go back to Black Christmas 2019. That one is
Oh.
one of those ones that's like the stupidest
Yeah, I can't watch
I
that
don't
show
one.
of feminism you could possibly have.
I think it was such a bad movie.
I don't know.
You're not helping us
Yeah,
here.
I just like the original
Yeah.
one. I think all the remakes were horrible.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, so I think we have Dice at number
Yep,
one now.
Dice.
Right?
Nice.
Oh, alas. Flipping out. There's a reason why I hadn't mentioned this particular movie just yet, and I'm actually very, very happy to hear that pretty much everyone, at least on the panel, has mentioned it. Finny and Gwen from the Black Phone.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
I think we all mentioned Finny and Gwen, and we all mentioned
Yeah.
Fool.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I think. But I really like the whole fucking movie in general. My favorite of last year, very swiftly for multiple reasons, as I've already mentioned multiple times, including in my review. But one of the things I think that's most interesting to me about these two characters, on one level, is that both of them, to some degree, remind me of my parents. Because I see Gwen and I immediately go, that's my mom when she was a kid.
Oh.
Interesting. And Finny, again, kind of sort of similarly, oh, that's kind of like my dad. Okay. So, very good dynamic, as was already mentioned. Usually you have at least one sibling who you're like, yeah, get away. Get away. But both you're like, my God, I hope they survive.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and they both equally, I'm glad that it wasn't a situation of, okay, Finny's in the shit, so Gwen has to save him, or Gwen's in the shit, so Finny has to save him. It was equal parts.
Exactly. They were both there for each other.
Yeah, I love
Finny
it.
was there to try to help her through domestic abuse. She was there to help him when bullies beat his ass.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
all right, guys. So we will catch up on the chat before we let everybody go. We missed everybody too.
Yes.
It felt like we've been gone for way too long. Our next one will be next week, and we will be talking about it'll be just Ashley and I. We don't have guests for next week. It'll be just us, and we're talking about the horror movies we've liked the most so far this year, and what we're excited coming up for the rest of the year. So,
Nice.
Pre-warning, we are going to be spoiling a couple films. But we're going to be given what films have meant the most to us so far this year, which ones we've liked the most, and which ones upcoming we're most excited about. So there'll be some Saw 10 talk. There will be some Thanksgiving talk, another film we're very, very excited about. So we'll be talking about that next week. Jake from Candyman. Oh, I think that's the one kid that had the most unfortunate situation. Yeah, Megan. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what she does in the future. Son of a bitch. Jamie Lloyd. Number one, the Fitzgerald sisters from Ginger Snaps.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Trish and Daryl from Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, I love Jeepers Creepers, the first one.
Rowan from The Wicker Man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, bless you for
Good
picking the
choice,
original.
Robin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Andy Barclay's the goat. Trish and Daryl. What are some of the most brutal kills you guys have seen in a movie?
Well,
the Terrifier crotch.
I was just gonna say the crotch kill with the Terrifier. That would be pretty horrible.
No, he was. Yeah, he was overkill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the rack and saw.
The rack in Saw 3. When they're spinning his body parts around and breaking.
The Collector had some brutal kills.
Oh yeah, Collector too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Collector, yeah.
Collector.
Well, but, is it the where he mows that whole entire,
Collection.
Oh, the Collection. Yeah, the second one. Yeah.
Both are good. Both have good ones.
The Collector, the Collected, or no, Collection, and then the last one was supposed to be the Collector.
Yeah.
Oh, aside from Terrifier, what about the kid in Jaws?
Oh, that's at the beginning, or Alex Kittner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I still think it's rather interesting. That's something that people do not expect when they're watching it for the first time, for them to actually show what's going on with the kids. So
yeah, I like that one. I'm trying to think of like graphic, gory kills.
I don't know.
Yeah, graphic.
Yeah,
graphic. I know. So just a lot, and then it'll come all after.
Yeah,
I know.
I know it's not like the worst, but Nightmare on Elm Street 4, the Dream Master, the cockroach kill where the arms are breaking and she turns into the cockroach. That one fucked me up pretty bad as a kid.
I will never lift again.
Like deformities, like someone like breaking their arm.
Well, probably like Hill has to have eyes. They kill people pretty bad in that.
It's not a kill, but the legs in Misery.
Yeah,
the hobbling.
That's hardcore.
Yeah, I still flinch to that.
Yeah, that's hardcore. Yeah.
I'll
Every
go
time
with
you
the
roll your ankle,
that does count. Yeah, that counts.
Oh, yeah, and if you haven't
Danielle. Do we scare each other? Oh, what do you yes.
Very good question, Danielle. She scares me all the fucking time, and I fucking hate it.
I literally, I watched his.
Hate
you
it.
do it to me too, though.
Well, prank
cool, I do it.
No, it's not. I watched his soul leave his body.
It was the worst. Listen,
a couple of weeks ago.
Leave his body.
I walked up, like I was walking up in the house, and she snuck up behind me. She didn't even do anything. She
it was
just stood
completely
there.
dark, and I just stood there, and he turned around, and all I said was, "Hey," and he was like,
"Oh, it scared the shit
and
out of me."
I watched his soul just leave his body.
Soul,
and
oh my god!
Laughing, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Even he had like palpitations after that.
I had to say,
I was gonna have to take him to the hospital.
She got me good.
Yeah.
Honestly, like
Right.
I like being scared, like by a movie. I like that feeling of dread and anxiety. I fucking hate being scared, like at like haunted houses.
It's like your first reaction is like anger.
It is. I get mad. Because I'm a fight or flight guy, so I'm always fight first, and I'm just like, no, get the fuck away from me. Which
I'm surprised I haven't been punched yet.
Stupidly enough, there was a guy in a haunted house that got punched.
Yeah, this is true.
That was not a fun day for me. I had blood on my hand.
Afterwards going, I'm so sorry.
I did. I felt bad. I was like, no.
You see reaction though.
Oh yeah.
And then stupidly enough, we just signed a contract.
This is on you.
We just got an all expenses paid trip to go to a haunted house, a haunted walkthrough, and do a film on it for Sledgehammer Horror, like a review on it. So that'll be coming in October. So we're excited about that.
I like haunted houses.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So the scare actors have been warned.
Yeah.
I told him, I was like, listen, I am not at liberty to be in trouble for what happens. If I start swinging, like, but no, we had an amazing people in our county. They put on a whole haunted attraction, and they reached out to us and were like, hey, we'd love for you to come out and do a review of this haunted attraction. And I'm hoping we can get some love for Lenawee County because it's Stagecoach Stop, which is a real haunted place, and they put up like a bunch of stage cars, like old school, like Western, like train cars, and you can walk through them. And they got like a horror movie museum out there now, and
and there's a drive-through one.
A drive-through one
which we did last year, and you're supposed to go like 5 miles an hour. He's going like 55 because he doesn't want people to jump out. Like I
was like, get away from my car!
They're like jumping out of the way of the car. Like that was the real horror.
Gunning it down.
Who's scared now, bitch?
It was supposed to be this long like drive-through. I think we got
like 4 minutes.
Yeah. I'm like, wow, that was fun.
Turn your headlights off. Fuck you.
Yeah, he had his headlights on the entire time too.
High beaming.
Well, be ready for that video in October on Sledgehammer Horror. I'm getting arrested for punching a jump scare. So the short answer, Danielle, yes, we do. Danny from Hocus Pocus got them yabos. Danny is awesome. Andy from Child's Play 2019. Ooh,
that's a good one.
That's a very good one because he did a great job.
He did actually.
Yes. I did read this. It will not be Pazuzu in the new film.
Maybe
which I
that's
think
for
is
the
weird.
best.
Yeah.
But what I don't
Who
get
are
is,
you,
like,
Pazuzu? Oh, get out of here.
but what I don't get
We
is,
ain't scared.
here's
No
where it
Pazuzu
confuses me.
around here.
If you guys haven't seen the trailer yet, please mute us, and I'll give you a thumbs up when you can come back, because I don't want to spoil if you haven't seen the trailer. So, 3, 2, 1. There's a moment in the trailer where they recognize Ellen Bernstein, and it's like, Mom, I remember you. It's not Pazuzu. How the fuck does it remember her?
Right.
Well, okay. Here we go. What if I'm just going under some sort of assumption and perhaps stretching quite extensively here, but what if it was a situation of almost like in Exorcist 3 where there's multiple demons because there was mention of Legion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would it be one of the, how should we say, one of
Yeah.
the demons that wasn't talking so much?
Right.
I'm trying so hard right now.
Well, they got to tie it up somehow.
Yeah,
So,
It's TBD.
yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Shaim. Thanks for coming.
Bye,
Hey,
Shane.
Calvin, thanks for coming out, brother. Can't wait to see you
Yeah.
tomorrow, man. All right.
I'm available
everybody
for
make
rent.
sure you make a list and be ready. All right, everybody. I do want to say thank you, everybody, for coming out.
This was fun.
Laren, thank you for coming out. Everybody, I hope you have a great night. Drive safe. We love having you guys here. We love chatting with you guys. Just making sure we didn't miss anything. Oh, there it is. They are Legion. So that makes sense.
Yep.
Maybe they just passed the word around. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All the pranks in Home Alone movies are brutal, especially when it's skeleton for about 2 seconds. I love that scene, by the way. All right, guys. So I do want to say again, thank you so much for coming out. And we said it at the beginning, but I want to say it again for anybody that's a Sledgehammer Horror member, or if you want to become a member, you can do that in the description. We're going to be doing a video in October as well. Meet our members, where you send us a video of you telling us your favorite horror movie, your favorite scene from that movie, and a little bit about yourself. That way we can put you on the channel to show you that we appreciate you being a member of Sledgehammer Horror. So if you want to become a member and become a part of that, you can do that by clicking the links in the description. Thank you so much. And until next time, keep talking horror.
Stay who you are.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye, guys.